Arnie Brown, thank you very much for waiting on me. Relaxing frustrations. Hello, hello. My day just got a whole lot better. Thank you. You guys brighten my day. I appreciate it so much. I'm out here crazy. We're going to get wet. We're going to get dirty. We're going to get some fish today. That's right. That's how I feel about it. I'm still only running the 3 poles. Jesse, hello, hello. Thank you very much for coming in. Rex Blocker, hello. I don't know how the stream's going to be because it is stormy today. Um, and as always, you never know with this stream. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's laggy, sometimes you can hear me. Actually, most of the time you can hear me. Just a lot of times it's laggy. I'm going to do a Mr. Rogers and change my shoes because right now I have Crocs on and it gets slippery. And like I said, I have a feeling I'm going to get wet. But I don't care. That's my attitude. My attitude is whatever. You don't see him? You don't see Outdoors Addiction in there? He's above. He's above. Unless he's incognito. Jesse, are you incognito? I had an issue Becca actually brought to my attention too. Um, one of the gentlemen that follows me on the regular was having an issue where he couldn't chat. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, so he had come into my stream and he wasn't able to get into the chat for some reason. And I don't know why, because I didn't block him and I did check the settings. Um, so hopefully nobody has an issue with that today. I don't expect a lot of people because I know, well, actually, I don't know. I know that the tournament was running earlier. Um, I don't know what's happening right now. Donegal, hello, hello. Thank you very much for coming in. I'm still having an ear issue. I was once again prescribed some antibiotics for, so thankfully I don't have to try to hear you, but I can't hear myself, and it just sounds weird. That's right, we're going to get into them today. I'm going to get wet, I'm going to get dirty, and I'm going to get a fish. That's how I feel about it. Um, the tide is hopefully on the outgoing right now. The last time I checked, I had a few hours before low tide, so I should be on the outgoing. Lizabella, hello, thank you for coming in. Lance, hello. Yeah, the air, it's just like it's like having water or something in there, and it's actually just annoying, so, but whatever. Off the res, hello, hello. Um, so, yes, Tim Molina, hello, how are you? Um, I had realized, the tournament could still be going. I did not check before I went live. I'm just out here. I only have a couple of hours because I'm not going to stay past dark. I will fish in the rain because I'm that girl. It won't be pretty, but I will do it. I do have my funbrella. Maurice, hello. And if I'm lagging too bad, or I get to the point where I'm really lagging really bad, please somebody just let me know, and I'll end the stream because I know how frustrating and annoying that is to watch somebody like that. Force one to bite. Hello. I was only able to catch one bluegill and one bass today. I was so proud. That was my first South Carolina bass, just a little guy. And I left my bluegill live, put my bucket with the water and all that in the back of my car, and wouldn't you know, it dumped over, and probably all in my wheel well now, all that water. I did have some extra water to throw in to keep that little bugger alive, just enough in there. But I'm probably not going to toss them out live anyway, so. But I just thought it would be something other than I'm trying to kind of use up the bait I have. Um, I haven't learned how to do I did learn actually how to do the cast netting. I have not yet attempted to cast net on my own. And plus you do have to pay to get on the pier to do that. And right now I'm pretty limited funded since I lost my job. But I'm still in a good spirit. 10 days smoke free. Woohoo! And you know, there's people that are worse off than me, so that's all. I'm just thankful for every freaking day, as we all should be. And you know what? Actually, it's overcast, but I think it's going to clear up, and I'm going to have a fabulous evening, afternoon. Couple hours. That's all I need. Couple hours. 336. Hello. Thank you very much for coming in. James, I saw the name go by really fast. Sorry. Did see you. Duggar, I didn't see the name. I see the hello. I hope I'm not missing anybody. I hate when that happens. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's getting sunny. See that? You just bring the sunshine with you. That's all. Positive vibes. We've got positive vibes. Oh, there's a bright orange hunter over across the river. Duck hunting? I haven't actually looked up the hunting here. Brian B's in the house. I don't see you, but hello. That is right, Force One. I have the most positive attitude in the most shitty situation, and I don't know why. I really don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. I just feel so good. I'm happy. Again, 10 days not smoking. Haven't caught a fish in a long time. Last time I was out here, I caught a gar. But, it is what it is. It is. We have no control over these circumstances, so there's no point in being miserable. So I'm doing my best to not be miserable. Eddie Gross, hello. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're putting those sinkers to use. Good use, anyway. Hopefully better use than I've been doing. Well, I saw somebody say hello to Brian B. I still do not see Brian B's name or icon. Oh, there he is. Gotcha. I'm sure everybody will be popping in and out, and I appreciate that very much. For those of you who are popping in right now, hello. For those who might be popping out, I hope to see you back. Keep checking in. Raymond, hello. How are you? Martin, hello. Here it is. Come on, sunshine. Come on. So, all right, we're in our first 10 minutes. Dun, da, da, da. Let there be fish. I have my shit kickers on, and I'm ready. I'm ready to rock and roll, man. I'm ready to get it on. Let's get it on. I could run. I can't today because I didn't bring it. I was gonna say I could run 4 poles out here, and I never do. I run the 3. It's just easier. Besides, if I can't catch them on 3 poles, I'm not going to catch them on 4 poles. So yes, I soaked the back of my hatch, which is where you are right now, because I did expect that I was going to get dumped on. So I figured I'd just put the setup in the hatch, spare me that. But yeah, on the way out here, the bucket tipped over. I heard it. I heard the splash. Oh man! And I know I've got stuff under that because it's an SUV and I have that cardboard top, and I heard it and I could hear it in the oh my gosh, our BLT, those are my favorite. Yeah, I heard the sploosh splash in the bottom of my wheel well. Whatever. It's been my famous line. Whatever. It is what it is. Whatever. So, how is the couples tournament? Is it still going? Is it over? How'd they do today? I actually did not watch that. I went in and watched Fins and Fowls for a good portion of the afternoon. I think it was just he and I and um, Rondell maybe in there for the longest time, but he had a beautiful fishing spot and was catching the fish today. He actually boated out to an island, and it was very relaxing to listen to on the lake and listen to the wake and all that. It was really nice. I have one bluegill live bait. Yep, he's still alive because what I always carry water with me, and I never drink it. But I didn't give him both, but I did give him one, and there was still just enough water in the bucket. He was sideways, so he looked like a flounder. And so I dumped one of these in here and gave him a little upright position. But I most likely won't. Oh, steak and cheese. Yeah, if you put bacon on it, maybe it'll be for the win. Um, but yeah, I probably won't throw the bluegill on live because I honestly don't have a lot of luck with the bluegill here. But the only bait I've had for some time in my freezer. So I've been avoiding, I call it my man hater. I've been the bunker bait, Manhattan, however you want to say it. Manhattan, Manhattan, Manhater, whatever, it sucks. So I've been avoiding putting that on, and I had a freezer full of it. Um, so I had that. I had frozen eel, and that's actually what I put on. And I did put it on frozen because the water's warm, and I don't imagine it'll be frozen for long. J Dog, hello, hello. It makes me nervous when you're in the house. I don't know why. Maybe because I foresee some funky videos in the future. Raymond, hello. Co-sider, I think I said hello. If I did not, I meant to. It was in my head, and then I got sidetracked. So yeah, I chopped my hair off. I'm going wild. I don't really care. I mean, I say I don't care. I always care because I always try to do it and whatever. Again, whatever. Um, I'm sick of doing my hair. I'm sick of trying to do something with it. So, but I did that today, and then I tried to freshen up and be all purdy and all, and then I said, you know what? I'm going. Oh, I just sprayed it instead of saying it. I said, you know what? I'm going fishing. That's what I did. I went fishing. I'm like, to heck with it. And I'm all prepared just to get soaking wet, just to catch a fish today. Ah, thanks, Eddie. Thanks, Co-Sider. You guys are awesome. Even on my worst day, I guarantee a smile from all of you. I didn't see an answer on the tournament. Is it over? Who won? Therapy on the water. That's right. I might be needing some therapy in the hospital if we get some lightning. I am a little bit famous for fishing in the storms. Push my push my luck. I did miss it, J Dog. I did. Let me scroll up. I could wear a hat. Yeah. I'm trying not to wear it up so much because it just I've been trying to grow it out, but I've been trying to grow my hair out for 20 freaking years, so I don't even think I have 20 years left. And if I do, I'm not going to care about my hair by then either. Oh, me and mom. Oh boy. That'll be that'll be a hoot, I'm sure. Mom with her hat. Oh, I keep rocking my car and I'm rocking my camera. I'm sorry. Hey, we're having a rocking good time. There's try to just secure. I got people fishing over there. They're thinking I'm probably crazy. Whatever. I am actually a little bit. I'm a little bit crazy. That's why I'm out here fishing in the rain. JBT, how'd your fishing go? I know you caught some fish. I did catch some of your live. We are family. That is a riot because that actually was one of my favorite songs when I was little. I used to run around singing that. We are family. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's a riot. Mom will get a kick out of that too, I'm sure. So these people are fishing under the bridge. I am fishing under my purple umbrella and my hat. No? Is that what? Oh, yeah, the tournament must be over because you were in it today. So I asked the question, nobody answered it, and then I just didn't put the two and two together. So, no, did you get 72-pound, 72? Did you get a 72-pound blue cat today? Holy smokes. Spit that out. Was it today? Was it today? M.A. Svez. I know I'm saying that wrong. Asavez. No, I don't want to say that either. I'm going to say Asvez. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't know about that. My hair, I'm a natural redhead, and I actually looked like Pebbles from the Flintstones when I was little. I actually still kind of wear my hair that way. Um, and I have a picture that actually I look like Pebbles in, but my hair was really, really dark red. And as I'm aging, that red is fading out and I'm going blonde. And then after that, I'll go white, which has already started. But yeah, my red is not so red anymore. But I managed to, yeah, a lot of it got cut out. Um, a lot of the crap got cut out. So, and some of the natural curl actually was in. I did curl it. I was fussing with it today and curled it, but a lot of it, the natural curl came in, so I was happy about that. George Ray, hello. Aw, thank you, Jesse. Purdy. You're so purdy. Thank you, thank you. Here comes. Let there be rain. Yes. You know what? It's actually, I love it. I don't know why. Because I'm crazy. That's why. I think that it's a cleansing of sorts. And like I said, it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be a pretty day. I'm going to get soaking wet. I'm going to be looking like a drowned rat. It's a little cooler today. It was like 68 degrees. I did have a t-shirt on earlier, but it was too warm to wear a sweatshirt. but too cold to be just in the t-shirt. So I did change, but when this gets wet, it's probably going to be really heavy. And did I bring a extra change of shirt? No, I did not. I moved this. I'm just afraid it's going to block your poles, but yeah, because we're going to get a takedown today. It sometimes takes me about 6 hours to get one, so I mean, feel free to carouse and come back. Ooh, somebody's playing the music. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, the fish probably won't bite while it's raining. Maybe, I don't know, but the last time I was out here, I was waiting for the downpour to stop, and I was feeling like a bite was gonna happen, and it did. Um, so if my mother is watching, I don't know if she is, Maria, Tootie Tootie. Just so you know, this trail that we were looking at that you were saying we're not allowed to go down, I actually did go down it the last time I was out here. Um, I mean, they mowed it, and it does say on that sign that that is a loop trail, and I think it was about 2 miles it goes out and around. So, despite the fact that it says unauthorized, whatever, I think we can still go through the trail part. So, good time. Oh, good time fishing. I missed what you said. Your thumbs got ripped off. That just sounds disgusting. Nasty. What are you gonna do being thumbless? But I was checking in on you. I didn't comment in your feed. I've been doing that a lot lately. Actually, I've been watching feeds and not commenting. A lot of them. I don't know why that is. It just is. But I was watching, and I know I commented at one point, but you were having a good time. And I think at one of the times I popped in, you had just caught a fish, but I did not see the catch. I did not see the fish. So I'll have to go back and check that out. Um, Fins and fowls, I need to go back and look. He got a 25-pounder on there and almost lost his rod in the water. It sounds like that could be a potential blooper. Bob Gaines, hello, how are you? Um, for the Whisker Awards, whether it be a blooper or maybe takedown of the year, I'm not sure because I didn't go scroll back because I had watched him for several hours. I kind of hung out with him and his stream today. So yeah, but you guys should go check that out. Good vibes, good vibes. That's right, that's right. They're fishing under that bridge, they're getting snagged. That's where all the snags are. But where there are snags, there are probably flatheads. Tara, hello. Oh, thank you so very much. I have not seen you in a very long time. I know I've seen you in the streams uh, early on, I think, when I started YouTube, but I haven't seen much of you. Maybe we just don't run the same circles, or you're just coming back. I'm not sure. But I know I've seen you, and I appreciate the hook set. Thank you. Oh, awesome, awesome. I'm not at 1K, so I don't think subscriber matters. Supposedly, if you say it in somebody's chat, then they get demonetized or something. I don't know. I'm a long ways from being monetized, and I don't care. So you can subscribe to me all you like, and I appreciate it very much. I appreciate you all just coming in. Especially, I know watching the tournaments and the live streams have been going crazy. I think everybody's been going live. Um, Everybody says I go live a lot, but I don't think I've been live for a week. Well, I've been on the lives. I've been on a couple panels. Whisker Dreams, hello. Um, yes, but I think it was maybe last Saturday or Sunday. I was out here Sunday, I think it was, and I got the gar, but I didn't actually. It came off the hook right at the bank, and thankfully, but it was kind of half on the bank and half in the water, and I went down thinking, oh well, if I can clip it with my grippers, and I'll bring it up, but it ended up getting off into the water. So, wow, you remember that, Co-Sider? That's awesome, and I appreciate that so much. 400 subs. Well, I guess maybe that wasn't really too long ago because I think I've been blessed to have been shared out a few times, and um, a lot of people have. I kind of grew. I grew up fast, and then I went to a halt. That's it. But you know, I'm not. I'm not catching fish, and I'm certainly not catching monster fish. All I can bring you is my charming personality and my positive vibes. 3 to 4 months. Wow, how's it been? Wow, we've certainly done a lot, haven't we? I actually, I was subscribed to the StreamYard, and because of my loss of my job, I actually unsubscribed from it because that $20 a month is going to make a difference. But then when I went to go do this live, it was telling me something about not having space and I wouldn't be able to record. And so I had to resubscribe, unfortunately. But or I guess I could have run the live and just it would have never saved. I'm not sure how that works. I could have just probably spent $20 for nothing. Who knows? Maybe I didn't have to. I'm gonna just crank these reels once up because my I don't like how slack that line is. I don't know. It seemed like when I cast it out, the line went slack pretty fast, and I don't know if the water's just really low. It shouldn't be because it's not low tide yet. When I started the feed, uh, this grasshopper. I mean, everything down in South Carolina. I'm from New Hampshire. For those that don't know that, and I've been down here just over a year now, and it's a whole new world for me. But what I have found is everything in South Carolina is like supersized. Um, like all the everything, just everything just seems to be so much larger here. So one of those things are the grasshoppers, and sure enough, I'm not even gonna lie. Well, maybe I will. It's not even quite this, but probably that grasshopper was at least this long. You know, like it was crazy. The thing is huge. I should have actually just put it on the hook and threw it out there for bait. I don't know how the grasshopper would have done. Catch fish, grasshopper, catch fish. Amazingly, there's a lot of people out here considering it's raining. I see somebody's getting ready to load their boat with all kinds of beverages. Must be going on a big trip. San Francisco. You gotta think like a fish. How does a fish think? cod killer. Oh, you're funny today. I know, I was thinking like, well, I don't really know how to catfish. I just don't know. Rain is better than snow. Absolutely. Gotcha. Hello, hello. Oh, I like that name. Half Moon Bay. Rain is better than the snow. Yep. Lucky Ronnie. I just feel lucky with your presence. Yep, I am gonna wear this spot out. It's the perfect spot for me. It's safe. I feel safe here. I don't have to. Some of my other spots are a lot more dangerous to be in than this one. So this one provides me a perfect place where I can be right here in my car. I don't have to walk stuff down to a dock. The last time I went down to my one of my landings by the house, not only did I get warned about how dangerous it was there and that I should carry, but also I got trapped on my dock and I felt very uncomfortable about that. So I got really spooked out about it. And the night fishing is very dangerous, and have been told many times not to be out here by myself at night. But this spot and where I park, especially today, I can see everything that could possibly be coming in my direction. Um, and this is the Great Pee River. So one of the things about being down here in South Carolina is that we do not have a lot of bank fishing spots. So you're either, this was very fortunate. A friend of mine, Mike Costello Outdoors, actually had found this spot when I first met him. And he brought me here fishing. He doesn't fish this spot. He fishes a dock um, called the Wakawachi Landing. But the problem is on the dock, you can't do it during the day. There's a lot of boaters. There's a dock over here too. But when there are boaters here, they go pretty much far out, so they're not affecting my fishing, which is another reason I like the spot. So yeah. Um, but if you watch some of my other videos, you can see some of the other spots that I have fished. But you'll see that they're mostly the boat docks because, again, the open bank fishing is very far and few between. I like that. Apollonia. I like that. That should be the word of the day. Self-taught is like Prince. You are like the Apollonia of catfishing. Super original, self-taught. Um, yeah, I actually have a lot of friends that have helped me along the way. So that and watching the YouTube. Um, I might have been shown a knot here, shown a knot there, but I really actually had to be a part of Paul Metalcat's knot tying contest to actually watch the videos and learn how to actually tie these knots and just know that I'm doing it right. Um, and I still actually lost some of my rigs because my knot slipped, so I still, at that wasn't doing it very well. Um, but I've been very fortunate to meet a lot of people through YouTube and also people here just down in South Carolina that have been very helpful in teaching me some things. I've changed some things up since then, um, like my actual setup, what I use out here, how I hook up my line. But pretty much still the same. I still am running. Actually, I don't even know. I'll use 30-pound tests. I'm still running 30-pound tests, and I have a 50-pound leader line that I put on. But I did start using the um, sinker slides. So now I run that because I didn't used to do that before, but I now use those. I put a bead on. Uncle Lou I had gotten some Versarattles and beads from Uncle Lou, a whole bunch of them. So I do put the Versarattles on because I do have current out here as well. Be one with the fish, grasshopper. Be one with the fish. That's right. That's right. You have to have a line in the water to catch the fish. It's true. And apparently, I am not a fair weather angler because it seems like I'm out here in the bad weather more often than not. But I just go when I can or when I feel like I want to. So I went really late today because I really wasn't planning on fishing. And then again, watching fins and fowl out there, and I said, why not? I'll just go do a little bit of bait fishing. The sunfish didn't want to bite today. The bass did, but we can't use that as bait. I did throw him back. He's cute though. And this bluegill I have, um, actually two. So I did get Palmetto Cats again. Shout out to Palmetto. But he did a fabulous video on this bait knife. And thankfully, actually, just before I lost my job, he did buy one. It was only $20. And I did get the fillet knife. Um, not that I plan on filleting fish, I guess, so I really don't know. Just what I did. I don't know where my sheath is. It's here somewhere. So if nothing else, this thing just looks badass. I feel like I should be wearing black with all the black makeup and what do they call that? Goth. It's kind of got like that goth appeal to it. Um, and it does have two sharpening spots to sharpen, so you have that, and then the honing. I don't even know what you call that. That thing. Got that. But I was having trouble just even cutting through my eel, and this thing just right one slice done. And I actually bought this at a time when I thought I was all done catfishing. Oh, purple hair. Yeah, that might happen actually once I go white. If I decided to dye it, that's what happens. All the old ladies, and they run around with purple hair. Um, and then I did work my way up. Thank you to a lot of contributions that happened on my channel through my PayPal and stuff back some time ago. But I was able to, at that time, invest that back into some of my gear. So this is part of that. That's what I did as I got this. The unfortunate part of that was my mother or somebody. I had the insulated insert sitting next to the bucket after I had cleaned it out, and it got blown or something happened, and it ended up in the outside garbage. So I lost it, and it's not something that you can just buy as a replacement. So then I had to go spend, I don't know how much, something in the teens to go get just the actual foam. It actually came with the cover, and it also came with another bubbler, which I didn't need. But that's how I got the foam, another foam insert, so that it was still insulated. So that poor lonely bluegill in very shallow water, but he's still alive for now. But he's actually kind of a good sized bluegill, so um, I don't know that I'll be throwing him on there. He's pretty big to be throwing on their hole, but fish kisses. Yeah, he's a good size. And usually what happens here is if I do throw him on hole, the gar actually just eat him up. So I'm probably better off just cutting them up. Don't mess with Miss Laura. Why? What did I do now? Oh, my bait knife. Yeah. I mean, you think about it when a lot of people talk about carrying your pistol and stuff, but when you're going fishing, you got the bait knife, I'm sure you got stuff, but I think here the fear isn't so much just getting attacked, but one of the things I keep hearing about is sex trafficking. So they actually kidnap you. Um, so yeah, there's a fear of getting attacked. Um, but I would much prefer that standing my chances against something like that than I would trying to, somebody trying to actually kidnap me. And I thought, oh, I'm old. But no, there's fins and foul right there. I was just telling them all about your fishing day today, that they should go check you out. John Euler in the house too. I see you saying hello. Oh, there he is. Hello, hello. Thank you very much for coming in. I'm sorry I was rambling, so I'm missing some people. I apologize. I was actually not expecting anybody more than what I had. So I was just like talking to who I had in here. So thank you very much for coming in. Um, I don't even know what I was saying, but whatever. Rambling. Luther, hello. Yeah, I don't know, my ear's actually worse today. Um, so I had gone fishing Sunday. I felt great Sunday, and then Monday morning I woke up not feeling well, and I was on my way to work, and I just didn't feel well. So I turned around and I called out. Then I was told I was going to need a doctor's note, but I wasn't feeling well, and I don't have an actual primary care doctor down here, so I have to go to those minute clinics, a doctor care or something of that nature, and they've been very backed up. I mean, you got people with COVID or people that um, there were actually people in there all bandaged up, their knees, their ankles. But even when I went to go get tested for COVID, when I had COVID, it was a 2 hour wait for that. And I just didn't feel it. I was not feeling well, so I didn't go. And so I went into work and I got fired. So then, for the shits and giggles of it, on that Tuesday, I went back to the doctor's and I did get my little doctor's note. It's not even a note. They actually just give you your admittance paper. That's what they say. Here you go. And it just says, okay, you're cleared to go back to work. Uh, but you do have mucus buildup in your sinuses and you do have fluid in your ear and, probably from allergies. And it's treatable with Claritin. And what I didn't know at the time was they were and did prescribe me another antibiotic. So I just started taking the antibiotic again. So hopefully, maybe it'll be some kind of miracle. And once it all clears up, I'll actually be able to hear. Because I've been deaf for a while. And sometimes you can hear, like today, I feel like I sound nasally. So, Muddy River catfishing! Woohoo! Yes, I tell everybody my lucky charm right there. I don't know why. He only pops in and he pops out. But it seems to be every time he pops in, I eventually will get that bite or a fish on the hook. Most of the time, it's been a fish. So, my birthday, in fact, my 3 days worth of streaming, and I actually at that time thought I had another blue cat. But he had come in. Chris Flores came in, and I freaking got a fish again. It just happens, and I thought it was a blue cat actually, and I had no idea. After looking at it, I'm like, this is awful dark. And then I realized what I had was a channel cat, and that was my very first channel cat that day on my birthday stream. Big Matt, hello. Thank you very much for coming in. I appreciate that very much. 22 fabulous people in the house. I appreciate you all so much. Um, so, in other great news as well, yes, I quit smoking. I think I'm on day 10. My sister also quit smoking with me. She's doing an amazing job herself. She has not tried to quit for 10 years. I myself have gone back and forth with it. I quit once for 3 years. Ah, there they are, the lucky. Yes, I got additional luck today. Uh, as I look at my polls, I'm like, yes, right now. Do it right now. uh, but yes, I had quit once for 3 years, and then I went back to it. Then I quit for 7 years, and I went back to it. And then I've kind of gone flippy floppy with it ever since. But my sister has been steadily going for 10 years, and she has quit. She's one day behind me, but she's doing an amazing, amazing job. I'm so very proud of her as well. Um, so I had that going on. I chopped off my hair. I got fired from my job. I quit smoking. I don't care. I'm happy. I don't know. It's weird. So I got positive vibes. I think positive things will come, and that's how I'm feeling about my fish today, Chris Flores. Positive, positive. Thank you, George Ray. Maybe that's, I don't know. I mean, I'm a happy girl anyway. I'm a happy-go-lucky sort most of the time. And if I'm not happy, look out. But no, I usually go find my happiness. Thank you, Chris. I know I always try. I just always try. And I know when I get down in the dumps and, depressed, I don't like that. And so I will almost always, undoubtedly, force myself to go do something. Tina, hello. Um, the outdoors is my release. So that was a big part of coming down here, not being familiar with a lot of stuff. In New Hampshire, I did everything. I was hiking, kayaking, mountain biking, cycling. Uh, oh my gosh, everything, kickboxing, uh, gym. I was religious going to the gym. So coming here was different for me. Oh my gosh, look at you all popping in here. Thank you so very much. Trophy Seekers Outdoors. Hello, hello. Joe, hello. Every time I say hello to Tina Ladybug, I feel like I have to drop her a ladybug. You guys are all just amazing. That's just another thing. There's times where I'm like, this whole YouTube thing and not everybody has the positive vibes on YouTube. So, and sometimes it just gets discouraging. But there's been times where I'm like, you know what, maybe I just don't want to bother with the YouTube. But I love sharing my adventures. So, and you guys do brighten my days, and you keep me from being lonely because I am a solo person for the most part. My mother's not feeling well enough to get out and do a lot with me. So, um, and before I left New Hampshire, I was doing a lot more with my sister. We used to go out and adventure together. But again, coming down here, it was a whole new thing for me to find my niche. So, thankfully, I did find my archery range. I did find my gun range. Um, I'm probably not going to be able to renew those things this year. I think my archery range actually runs out this month. But I hadn't really been going there that much anyway. The gun range I should be okay with for a while, but I can't afford the ammo right now. And as long as I can catch bait, I can keep going fishing. The kitten, I have not been down there to see that kitten. I mean, I did actually. I shouldn't say I haven't, because shortly after that, all I kept thinking about was this kitten. And I did go down, and it was still there, and it actually was underneath the um, kind of where the dock goes out and stuff, and it was down in there. I don't know if maybe it fishes. It could be a fishing cat. I don't know, but it was still there. So unless somebody scoffed it up from there, it should. There's a whole bunch of wild cats there. So um, that is where it remains. Because I am notorious for bringing home the stray cats ever since I was very little. And that's the first thing my mother, when she saw that, and she just looked at me and she said, "Is it here?" But no, I'm not. My environment isn't stable enough to house another animal. I feel terrible not being able to keep the pets that I had. So one of these days, we'll see. I'd like to get myself a dog, actually. I know, I know. That thing was so lovable too. It was all up in the back of my shoulders and snuggly, but you know, they're expensive too because you got to get their shots. Plus, it was an outdoor cat, and I've always had indoor cats. But you got to get their shots. You got to get them fixed, and that's not cheap anymore. In New Hampshire, it was costing like $190 to fix one cat. And then, you know, the fleas, I'm sure. And there's my sister right there, speaking of. Hello, Miss Kitty. How goes the battle today? I was just telling everybody how proud I was of you and talking about our adventures in New Hampshire. Oh my gosh, John, no, you do not need to do that. And certainly not when I was asking. And oh my gosh, I appreciate you so much. But you know what? It's really okay. I certainly was not asking for any funds. I will be okay. Um, if I'm on my last, you know what I often say, you know what? There's days where I don't have a dime, but there are lots of days that I don't even need that dime. So it's okay. Um, you know, as long as I can make my car payment and maybe put gas in my vehicle, that's my main thing right now. So the rest of it, but you know what? I have faith in positivity and all of that good stuff. So good things will come. And there are people out there, like I said, a lot worse off than I am. Um, everybody has a little something going on. It's one thing or another. But oh my gosh, yeah, I appreciate that so very much. I appreciate her very much. Please tell her I said thank you if she's not listening. I mean, I'm certainly not going to reject it. I appreciate it a lot. I can't promise it'll be ammo right now. It'll probably be gas. Because that was the one thing coming out here. This is about 45-minute ride for me to come out here. But uh, again, you know, this is really my saving grace is not necessarily the fishing, but just being out, and I have to always be out and be active. And um, part of this not smoking with my sister and stuff, and we'll be on the phone together doing walks. And I did find a walk the other day. Some of you might have seen that post on my Facebook, and it ended up being 6 miles. Yeah, I know. $3.09 for gas on the way out here. I was like, freaking A. Um, but yeah, that walk was awesome. And I trucked right along, did 6 miles. It was an out and back round trip, 6 miles. And I did get a blister, and it was amazing. I love it. That was the closest thing I get to hiking around here because there are no mountains in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Oh, really, Kitty? That's bizarre. Yeah, because usually we're less expensive. I wonder how much the cigarettes are now. Maybe they're raising those costs too, because I know in New Hampshire you said they're creeping up on almost $8 a pack. That's wow. And I think ours was five and change. Uh, five and maybe it was under $6 with the taxes. So, but still, You smoke a pack and a half a day. I don't know. Love it. It's just sprinkling right now. Um, yeah, 79, oh, $7, $79, $7.95 a pack. Ouch. Yeah, and taxes. So that's something when I came down here, they were talking about how much less expensive it is to live down here in South Carolina versus New Hampshire. And I actually, not only, again, not losing my job, but I owe the state taxes because when I came down here in September last year, and then I filed my first set of taxes here. There's Titty, too high. Hello, mother. Um, yeah, flowers, exactly. That's right. Um, but yeah, so I got hit with the taxes. So, and I've owed those. I haven't paid them. So, Catfish Hunter, hello. I just see you. Somebody saying hello. You must have went by me. But then on the other side, like in New Hampshire, we have to register our vehicles. We have to register and inspect our vehicles. Where in South Carolina, you do not. My registration, I think, the last time I registered in New Hampshire was just shy of 200, under 200. But I just got hit with a tax bill. That's what they do down here. They'll tax you on your vehicle. And that was 200 or just over $200 here. So I got that, and then I got the $300 state taxes from when you file. So no, and plus my car payment didn't go down when I came down here. Bex, thank you very much for coming in. I appreciate the love. Oh, and the spelling correction. I appreciate that as well. I don't mind. I don't mind. I know Lori is very popular. My spelling is French, I believe. Our heritage is German, but my name is French. Mostly German. I'm actually a Heinz 57 variety. Man, I hope we get some bites or something on these poles today. Yeah, live free or die. Yeah, unfortunately, I think a lot of us are fading out. It's just, my father was French. Nice. Yes, I think my father was the Heinz 57 part. My mother is half German and half French. Oh, no, my mother is three-quarters German and a quarter French, is how I understand it. Uh, my father was the Heinz 57 variety. He was the Irish, Scottish, French, Indian. Oh, gosh. Chris, no. Did you see me playing the guitar? That was horrible. I was on somebody else's panel. Were you watching? And it was late at night. Yeah. I actually did. No, my guitar, I have not. Oh, that is correct. Um, the only thing I really remember from and I don't know my grandparents, but I'll get back to the guitar story. But the only thing I remember my mother ever saying, and I don't know if I ever say it right, and the only thing I know how to say in German is Gefluches Weinhund. And that was what I believe my grandmother used to say to my grandfather. And it means, goddamn pig dog. That's what I remember. But yeah, my guitar was actually, oh gosh, it's been a lot of years now. And I thought that was something I was going to pick up. And I actually saved up for that. I had my electric guitar, my Ibanez, which is beautiful. I absolutely love that guitar. And it's so much easier to learn on. The strings are closer, softer. Um, and I used to have an amp for that. I could plug in the amp and play. And I play Wonderwall on that. Um, and it was great learning how to do that because you pick a song or you learn a song that has the chords, and it just makes it easier to practice. You want to do it more often. But the guitar I actually had on layaway. Oh my gosh, because it's a Martin and it was a used Martin. And oh, there's quite the mix, Joe. But I had that guitar was on layaway, and it was only, geez, I don't even remember how much now. It was a couple $100. I think it was under five, but I had to really work that off, and I think that thing was on layaway for a good 2 years because I could only pay $25 here, $25 there, and I've had a few friends that actually helped and make a payment here or there for me on that guitar. So when I got that guitar, oh my gosh, I just love it, and I spend more time cleaning it than I do playing it. But Michael, hello. But I took it out the other day, and I was going to play, and I was ready to strum. I haven't played in so long. You know, you have to build up the calluses. You have to play a lot, and your fingers will bleed, and it will hurt. Um, so when they say play until you bleed, yeah, we have sunshine. Look at this. I brought the sunshine. You all brought the sunshine. But yeah, I took it out and I went to go tune it up, and one of my strings broke. So I don't know. Maybe I was tuning on the wrong string. I'm not sure what happened, but I snapped that damn string. So needless to say, I'm not going to bring it in now. Well, I'm not working, so that's just another thing on the list. So yeah, they say things happen in threes. Mine's well beyond that. Mike Chavez, hello, hello. 37 of you, fabulous people in the house. I appreciate you so much. Um, I might actually try some of that cut Manhattan. I think I'm going to try cutting that up and maybe reel a couple of these rods in and fling that out. Because I am on short time today. I came late. I didn't expect to be live too long. I mean, I'll be live for as long as I can be here. But anyway, yes, Chris Flores. And I know you're an amazing singer, and woo your live streams with that fabulous voice of yours. And I am not worthy of playing that guitar to your singing, I can tell you that. But yes, I do need to get it back out and play again. And I only actually learned I might have been up to about 5 songs that I could play. And then I actually learned how to sing while I was playing. I do not have a singing voice, but I could do that myself. So I do all that on my own private space time. And my mother's laughing because she's probably heard me singing and my guitar playing. But yes, Mom, if you would love to be wowed by the fabulous Muddy River voice, you must follow his page. He doesn't do it a lot, but he will get in there and do some singing. Let's start a band. Positivities. The positivities. Twitter. Hi, Tiger. Hi, Lee Evans. Hello, hello. I love that, Tiger. Tiger says, hello, everyone. This must be the place, because there is no place like this place around this place. That is so fantastic. I love it. A lot of mics in the house. Yeah, usually there are a lot of mics. Mike Cole, I know, yeah, Mike Cole came in, that's right. He kind of pops in and out. Oh, yeah. I can imagine you're blushing. Yeah. I doubt it. I don't know why, but I just doubt it. Oh boy. When I blush, you can really see it because, I turn red. But like I said, I'm not quite as red as I used to be. Now I'm getting to be more blonde. Oh, okay. I'll catch the fish and you cook the fish. Sounds good, Mom. I'm sure the house will smell fabulous when you're done. Mike, 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 and Mike. Mike, Mike, Mike. Yeah, remember those days? Oh, that's right, because there's Big Mike, Mike Chavez. Then there's Mike Cole. And, oh, geez, who else? I'm not sure. Yeah, Big Mike should be live tonight. He made promises that he would be live on his channel tonight. And I believe I saw that you have a uh, Uncle Lou's rod that you'll be fishing with tonight. Yeah, that's what I figured, Chris, for sure. Yep, Mike Costello, but he didn't come in. Oh, Mike Turner, yes. Mike Irvin, correct. But I met in the house. In the house. Those people do come in, but I don't think they are here right at the moment. Oh, we're live. Hello. Oh, there we go. Mike D in the house. Oh my goodness. My sister. Hello all to all the Mikes. My mother. Uh, and a TWC extender. I don't know what that is, but I will tune in to find out. Oh, I missed that, Duggar. No better time to claim your son-in-laws than when they catch big fish, though. Oh my goodness. Yep, Mike Cole's naming all the mics. All right, John, thank you very much for coming in, and thank you so much for the gifts. All right, I am going to... Did I just see Turner? I think he's working, but I didn't know if I just saw that. Nope, that was Tootie. I was going to say, I didn't even say hello. The best name ever. Brian B., Mike D., Martin Mike Chavez. Musicians in the house. I must have missed that one. Mike Cole. Is it bad that I've already eaten all the Halloween candy I bought? Actually, I went and it was last week, I guess, or the week before that I went out and I've been watching that because they came out with that candy corn early on. Oh my gosh. And you go into the store and that's all you see is this candy corn, candy corn. And I'm not real big on sweets and stuff, but oh my God. I don't know, that week and a couple of weeks there I was. And so I decided I'd buy the, and it's Brock. So a small bag, but it was a mixed bag, or it was supposed to be a mixed bag. And would you know, because I bought it because it had the pumpkins in it. And that freaking bag only had 2 pumpkins out of that bag. And the rest was corn. So what was the point? It was pointless. No point, pointless. Hello, Chrissy. Chrissy Brown. All right, I am going to cut this up. Thank you very much, Chris. Yes, you stayed a lot longer than usually up there's Fisher Musician. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the chat very much. Um, and I certainly will share out if I get that luck and I get that fish. But usually it happens when you leave. So yeah, usually you pop in and then you're gone. You stayed a little while, so maybe when you leave, get out now. All right, that's it. I'm done. I'm done looking. I'm not looking at any more of your chat. I'm going to cut up something. And so I've been avoiding my man-hater, my bunker bait, my Manhattan, and I have a whole shit ton of it. I don't know. So I'm thinking maybe I should use some of it. It's pretty frozen still. And I do have a tendency to toss the stuff out there frozen because I don't think it takes that long for it to actually unthaw out that water. Oh, this one wasn't even opened at all. So again, the knife will come in handy because I'm going to slice this open. It's bunker. It's actually Manhattan, and I call it Man-hater. Yeah. So they do call it the bunker bait, the Manhattan or Menhaden, and I always call it the Man-hater. I'm going to put the Man-hater on. I don't really hate men. Just certain men. One right now who is actually on the run in New Hampshire. But that's all right. I have not spoken with him in over a year, and he can be on the run. Because they will catch up with him one day. Saltwater bait, Big Mike. Yeah, it does not work well in this water. And, you know, the other thing I find over here, it does not... oh, don't be sorry. It gave me a new life. I came down here, if you're apologizing about that. But I'm not sorry. I've been down here over a year, and I'm living my best life. But the bluegill doesn't work very well in this water either. And so Carolina Real Screamers, who I met down here, and they've been taking off. They've been on the streams. You probably know them and seen them by now. But what Jamie had told me, I think it was Jamie that had told me, or Rebecca did, I think it was Jamie, that the eel works well in this water. But the eel does not work so well like in the Waccamaw River because it's a black water, darker water, what they call the black water. So I thought that was interesting. And the eel here, I think mostly I've gotten hits with the gar. What I do have better luck with here is the frozen. I buy that frozen finger mullet. And amazingly, that's what I catch most of my fish on. That would have been weird. I was just saying that's what I catch most of my fish on, and then there was a fish on. Thank you, Mick. I don't know what I'm doing good at because I'm just here. Oh, is that what you're talking about, the extender? You got an extension for your pole? And it glows. Alrighty. I'm not touching that one. Usually when I'm out here too, I'm actually thrilled to get the gar bite because a lot of times somewhere around that same time is when the catfish are flowing through, it seems. I'm just guessing, but it works. Duggar. I don't know if I have an eel shortage. I have eel that I got from the local bait shop some time ago. I had frozen eel. I had fresh eel at that time and I used it, but I also had some frozen eel as well, so. I do put the Usually when I'm on here, I'll let everybody know. I don't know why, but people do often ask. But I am using 4-ounce weights for that reason right there. When the boats do go by and they cause the wake, the 4-ounce weight will hold my line so they don't come back at me. I've been having good luck with that. If I put 3 ounce, see, I'm still fidgeting with that ear. If I put the 3 ounce on, I always find that I have to keep recasting out because it'll shift my line around. So I think I gotta throw this on the Mad Cats. I'm feeling like today I'm gonna get something on the Mad Cats. That's what I want. You can definitely take one right there. Take it down. Take it down. Take it down. Take it. Take it. Take it. So what I have there is a rod that's actually getting some hits. I just checked the drag on it just to make sure it had some pull to it. And that was a rod that Carrie Ward had gifted to me, and it is a Big Cat XT, I believe it is, and it is actually a bait casting rod, but I have a spin reel on it. Um, and I had gotten a pen. I say pen. I don't know, PENN. Uh, Pursuit 3, 5,000. And I got that at Walmart. And I love that. I absolutely love that reel, and that's what's on that rod there. Um, and it works well for me, even though it's like again the spin reel on the bait caster, but it works well. I gotta find my pliers because the eel does not come off easily. Take it, come on. Some light tugs on there. Hopefully it's not a turtle eating that bait. Actually, that's the one with the finger mullet on it too. So it's kind of funny, Big B. Every time I see you in a live stream, you're eating or about to eat or are making something to eat. So the Mad Cast Rod, LG Bass, and Catfish Regulators had gifted me the Mad Cast Rod some time ago. Tom also gifted me. Cody, hello, how are you? Um, Tom also gifted me the Akuma reel. That's what I put on the Mad Cats. Was the Akuma reel, and I love that as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm fairly happy. And then the other rod, I got from Mike Costello back some time ago, and that's I think it's a Quantum. And actually, the reel I got was a Quantum that's on there as well, and that was just a fluke that happened. But it all works well, gets me out here. That line actually ended up moving quite a ways, I'm surprised. So far, doing good. It hasn't started pouring on me yet. We had some sprinkles. I do have my funbrella up just in case. Although I was, like I said, I didn't care. I was planning on getting soaked. As my mother would say, you won't melt. You're not made of sugar. I beg to differ, though. My Mad Catch rod, I haven't. Actually, I did catch. I did have a. I did reel in a fish. I don't catch the mega fish here, so. Um, but I love it. I love it. I had when I started out, I was fishing with my ugly stick, and there's just too much play in the tip. I mean, there really is a lot of bend to that. I mean, it's awesome when you get a takedown and that thing almost hits the water. But no, everything I'm using right now is working really well. I'm not a professional angler. Yep, my mom. I have to go back and see what you said there. Let me tell you, I am doing a live show tomorrow at 2:30, and the Bears play at 3:15. I am pulled in so many directions. And they have this thing called DVR. You may have heard of it, but you could also record that. I know it's not the same as watching it live. Let's see what we got. Cowboy catfishing in the house. I missed that. Oh, Luther, I said hello. Yep. Thank you, Cody. I am fair, I guess. I'm being positive, being positive. Still battling this ear thing. I did get some more antibiotics. It's not as bad as it was when I had the COVID, but it is still kind of plugged up. And one day I didn't feel well, so I called out of work and I didn't get the doctor's note that they requested because I didn't want to spend 3 hours sitting at the doctor's office, and I got fired. But I did go back to the doctor's the next day and did spend 3 hours to be seen, which is how I got the antibiotics again for my ear. So I'm happy about that. And I don't know. I'm not. I mean, yes, it's a bummer. I lost a job, but at the same token, I was a really good worker there. I worked from the moment I sat down at my desk until I went home, and I was one of those people. I didn't bring my phone into work. I didn't do any of that stuff. So I had just gotten promoted into the AP position with them not too long ago, and I got put into cram training with that. And the woman that was leaving, we worked over a Saturday and a Sunday, and did some cram training. So I actually went. I think it was 2 weeks without having a day off, just so that I could get that training in. And then I had nothing but grief from everybody during the whole time I was trying to learn a lot of that position. And some of it was overwhelming, but I took it in stride. And I had to work with a woman that in the beginning was not so pleasant to be with. Um, After standing my ground several times, we actually got along pretty well after that. And so, yeah, it surprises me that, especially during these times when nobody seems to want to work, that they would let me go for something like that. And, but I'm not feeling as upset about it as I guess I should. I'm not sure why. Maybe I'm just being, again, positive and think that better things will come. Also, I'm just thinking, that was, and I don't say this very often for myself, but I honestly think it's their loss. That was their loss. I mean, she could have done a whole lot of other things. Maybe giving me the next day off as punishment if she wanted to. It was punishment enough to lose the day. But she could have done a lot of different things and then, made me go get the doctor's note the next day or something. She just didn't even give me that opportunity. So, um, but there'll be somebody else. There'll be something else. So we make it as far as we have in life. So positivity. It's outside of my control. That's all I know. I cannot control that. I cannot control what others do. I can only control my own self, my own space. Um, and so I'm focused. Focused, grasshopper. Oh, I love that. Everybody adding channels. George Ray, thank you for dropping those links, and anybody else who is doing that as well. Yeah, Cody, they're lost. That's how I feel about it. Um, it blows my mind. I think what really hurts out of that is just the lack of um, value that I had. When you leave and walk away from something like that, and you're just like, I was so undervalued. But that's the way of the world these days. So many of these people. I'm one. I worked for the same company. I worked construction a good amount of my life. It is not a big corporation. This woman actually it's a family business, and it's an HOA management company, a homeowners association management company. And she just recently acquired it, bought it from her father who was ailing. So she's been in that company and been working there most of her days, but she really just acquired it. And but again, I worked construction my whole life, and I worked in the industry my whole life, and so I did mason tending. I was a lull operator, the heavy equipment. Um, I did flagging. I did some concrete work. I did this. I did that. I worked for a modular home company is where I was going with this. My mother also worked for this same modular home company. And 20 years I had there. And I thought that was my lifelong job. I thought I would retire there. So for me, when I'm looking for a position, I am looking for the job that I'm going to stay in. I have most of my jobs up to the point where that particular business went out of business during the 2018 crash. I don't know. It's different down here. They don't pay as well down here either. But I think things are changing. Um, but yeah, when they crashed in 2018, and then they just never recovered. But from there, I went and worked for a couple other builders in the office, and did some customer relations in there as well. And but I got laid off, or then I ended up working 2 or 3 jobs, and yada yada yada. And I haven't really had anything stable for a long time. So I came down here, and I was there for almost a year. Just short of a year. On the 20th of this month, I would have been at that company 1 year. But I'm very much a person of longevity. I want that. I want longevity. I want to be in my job, and I don't go into a job thinking, "Yeah, it's just for now, and I'm going to move on." Typically I want to be there and stay there and have years under my belt. I just have not had that luck yet. Yeah, the job seekers. Yeah, I mean, maybe things have changed too, where now they stop paying everybody to stay home. I don't know. They tax the daylights out of you here. I was just talking about that. I got up in New Hampshire. We had to pay for the registration of the vehicle, but down here you have to pay tax on your vehicle. I just got a tax bill for my car. I don't have to register it, but I have to pay taxes on it. So, um, and I did work several part-time jobs. Like I said, I always seems like I've always had, or for the longest time, I had two jobs, sometimes three different jobs. Um, I don't want to do that anymore, but I did have Lowe's under my belt. Um, so if need be, I can probably go back and just pick up Lowe's if I have to, for the time being. I'm going to check this finger mullet because they were tugging on that, but wow, Cody. Yeah, ouch. Debt free, I am mostly. I mean, my car. I had gotten a sportier version of the. I ended up not wanting it in New Hampshire with the winters, and it was front wheel drive. I wasn't. Um, I just wasn't used to. Or was it all wheel drive? It was all wheel drive, I guess, but no, it was front wheel drive. Um, but with the snow that you get up there and stuff, and it was really low to the ground. And with all my outdoorsy activities, it just wasn't conducive for my lifestyle. So I went back to the SUV. So I might have been a little upside down when I bought this SUV. But other than that, I have one credit card only because I had to run out of New Hampshire on a whim and come down here. So I did max that. I ended up having to max that credit card out because while I was looking for a job and all of that. But for the most part, I don't have a lot of debt. So just that credit card and my car payment and my cell phone. And I worked really hard to get my credit up. So my credit score was good. We'll see how that goes now because I do owe that tax from when I filed taxes. I owe the state tax, and they're already threatening to put that on my credit. So that sucks. And that was $300 and something, but whatever. We're here to fish. That's what we're gonna do. And when they start taxing the fish, that's it. We're done. But I'm going to reel this line in. See what's on it, what's left on it. Oh, it mouth it. Holy smoke, did it mouth it. So kind of like I was saying, though, in the world of negativity, the best thing that we can do is be as positive as possible. It's not easy. You get sad, you get depressed. Um, there are some people that get it really bad, and then they do some unspoken things. But um, I don't know. All we can really do, what we have control of, again, is ourselves. We don't have control over people like my boss or those kinds of things. There's not much I could do. So all I can do is move forward the best I can. So I had Minnow Dunkers. Hello. Um, I had an SUV for a very long time, my Jeep Jeep Liberty, and I pretty much ran that Jeep into the ground, but it was paid off. So uh, that one time of owning a vehicle and not having a payment was pretty amazing. But I was having to put a lot of money into it, so either you putting a lot of money into a vehicle that needs all the fixing and it's already kind of you just keep running it into the ground, or you get the newer vehicle that doesn't break down all the time and you got to make those payments. So six or one half dozen of the other, I guess. And most importantly, I will say for myself, with all that happening, and I had only been into the not smoking for about 3 days. And as much as you want to leave there and go, you know what, to heck with it, this sucks, and I'm going to smoke a cigarette. I did not. So, who's getting a big bear? Minnow, are you out bear hunting, or is that Cody? Oh, Cody. Thank you for running me, Cody, and good luck with the bear. Um, I'll never forget that time I did not have a bear license in New Hampshire. I was out hunting, and the bear actually tracked me down, was tracking me, tracking my scents. Some scents. I had some VK. I don't know if you're familiar with that, the vanilla killer. And I had dropped some VK out. So I don't know if the bear actually came in on the VK or not. But I was actually not in a stand. I was sitting on a hill and with my rifle, and I was hoping for a buck, and that bear came in, and I actually videotaped it, but I was trying to hold my gun and my phone, and yeah, that's on my YouTube. It was pretty exciting. It was a good sized bear, but you could see it didn't even know I was up on the hill. It was too busy following the scent, and it came up real close, like to the bottom of my hill. So yeah, pretty crazy. And SD, I don't know if I said hello to you, but hello, hello. My thing with that is, uh, although I guess I would have had enough friends that could have processed that bear for me, but that can be expensive if you don't know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. Um, and to tan that hide, because or whatever you might want to do. Same thing with the deer. Um, Mounting those antlers and stuff like that, that's expensive. And oh my gosh, I've seen some of these taxidermies. They do some of these things. You look that stuff up and you see some crazy work that these people do. Just they make your deer look ridiculous. Come on, man, just take it. So that's the cut bait. Now that it could be a turtle. So the last piece I had on there was the finger mullet. They mount it. They mount it. Last week, I decided to set the hook. I got a couple poles, and that's how I ended up. I set the hook on a gar. That was a pretty big. That was a pretty good tug on that, but yeah, it's not. It's not a steady pull. Man, I don't want to catch a turtle. What'd you say, kitty cat? Yeah, that's what happened to me. I decided not to go. I decided I was better shooting the photography than I was my. I didn't want to shoot them. I would rather shoot them with my camera. You know what? I'll put a head on it because real time catfishing. Hello, hello, Alvin. How are ya? I like Chrissy put John right in there. Turtles taste great. They're not fun to get off the hook though. So look at that. I came out expecting rain. And I got none. Got none. Got none. Congratulations, John. Uncle Lou in the house. See, we talk about him and he shows up. Oh, nice. 4,000 watch hours. Yay. Way to get it. Yeah, that's me too. Like, I have all the watch hours because I do phenomenal long hour lives. I'm going to mute y'all for a minute because it's time to go. Gotta go, gotta go. You know, somebody came in earlier saying I was going to fish the crap out of the spot, but look how quiet it is. Like, yeah, maybe I don't get the bites all the time. I get the fish all the time. But so far, like, the boaters aren't an issue. People aren't an issue. I have no issues. Are we talking live stream for the hours? Definitely. A 20.4 pound channel cat. Congrats then to you, Trevor. 20.4 pounds on a channel cat. Actually, that's pretty large for a channel, is it not? Um, my understanding is the channel cats do not get that big usually. What waters, Minnow? I'm sorry, I don't know. Your little brother. Kind of scrolling back, sorry. I mean, I go pee and I miss like a trillion things. And now what did I do? Oh, right. That's what you're talking about. And I was talking about how you sent me the beads and the Versa rattles and how I have so many of them. So I was showing off my Versa rattles. Yeah, Joe, I do actually, well, I have red worms with me. I don't have the night crawlers, but yeah, I have a friend that fishes with the night crawlers. I don't know about the bow fishing. Um, I mean, what comes to mind, I think, is, and I say this cautiously, but I almost say barbaric. Unless you're really, you're going to keep those fish because obviously once you pierce that with a bow, but unfortunately, a lot of bow fishermen do not. They bow fish and then you just see the dead fish everywhere. And I think that's a sad and horrible, horrible thing. So, but there are bow fishermen that will do the sport and they keep every single fish that they shoot. So, yeah, 3 to 4 pound channels. Wow. Jay Fox Hunter in the house. Sandusky Bay, Lake Erie. Oh, nice. Um, I mean, so he has a channel, or is it going to be on your channel? Maybe somebody could drop a link to the channel, and then when I do the playback, I can catch that and pick that up. If I'm not already subbed, I certainly will. I do try to support everybody, as most people are supporting me. Actually, I'm supporting more people than that support me. That's all right, though. The way of the world. I don't really have anything to offer, like I said, except for my glowing personality. And you see how that is sometimes. What's my famous line? Whatever. Whatever, whatever. It is what it is. FNF was gracious enough to allow me to hang out with him in his live stream for quite some time today, and it was a beautiful spot. He had actually boated out to Fins and Pals. That is. It is what it is, sister. That's right. It is what it is. Whatever. Or I think he actually said that it took him an hour to get out to this island, and his dog was amazing, and actually got very excited when there was a fish on. The dog was just anew and started barking and jumping. It was really awesome. The spot was just beautiful, um, and he was catching fish, and it was just it was nice. It was relaxing. But what was it, Fins? You said 25 pounds? A 25-pound fish that you caught about 3 hours into the stream. Oh, just some good pics. Videos, Minnow. Videos. Thank God Mom put some peanuts out, Kitty Cat, because that's what I took with me. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll take some of those. Not just one handful, I took like 3. 25. See, I was listening. 25 was the big one. Maybe I'll get 25 today. That would be amazing here. So I went to, here are my big fish. My first PB here was 10.5 pounds. And then I beat that by getting a 10.6. And then I went to fish with LG Bass and Aaron and Catfish Regulators and Uncle Josh, One Time Fishing Club. And I went out there to Tom's Dock in Lake Gaston. And it was just Aaron, Tom, and myself at that point. And it was raining. But in between the rain, we had a takedown. And I ran after that. And Tom was in the live stream and he kept chanting for me all before that. And I did not know that. But he kept saying 22, 22, 22. And he had this chant going. So everybody in the chat was saying 22, 22, 22. And wouldn't you know it? I got a 22.5 pound fish. That was my PB on Lake Gaston. in Virginia. So if I can get that down here, that would be awesome. Anything over 10.6 would be amazing down here. I'd be happy. Yeah, I don't know. It's the salt, Chrissy. It's got to be the salt or whatever. Or whatever. If I got a, yeah, if I got a 40-pound fish here, I'd probably have a heart attack. Although Becca did give me a net that would hold a 150-pound fish. I just don't know that I would be able to net it myself, or even net one. Down here, it's a little tricky. Most likely down here, the net would get snagged up already. But usually, what happens when I catch fish here, which also sucks because everything's overgrown here. This didn't used to be like that. But where the fish actually end up going is over there, and there's this. You have to go down, but again, it's still overgrown and stuff. But that's where they go. I don't like it because we do have alligators. I haven't seen. I think I saw an alligator one day. I think, but it was far enough down that way. I haven't seen any really hovering here. But the cottonmouths, that's a different story. They're everywhere. In fact, I always forget to watch. I should be watching when I'm walking out here. Because one day I was leaving here, and this biggest freaking cottonmouth, I'm in my, oh my god, that snake was huge. But it was crossing the road up there. And Carolina Real Screamers have picked up a snake here or there, down here as well. But I think mostly over by the waters and by the marshes. So hopefully not in my grassy area. Speaking of, oh, I heard the honking. Rebecca and Jamie right there. I was just speaking of Carolina Real Screamers, and they just went by and honked. I did hear it. That's awesome. Coming back from the Santee, listening to my ramblings over here. You just drove over me. Yep, I did. I heard the honking. Beep 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 beep. Did you? I hope you had a great day on the Santee. Thank you, Off the Res. I appreciate you popping in and watching. You know, that's a good idea, Kitty Cat. I didn't think about that. I think I have a jar of peanut butter. Why didn't I think of that? I love getting the spoon, and that's healthy too. The spoonful of peanut, as long as you only do one spoonful. Come on, let's go. I have not checked that rod in a while. I should do that. I'm so used to having my hair up, and I just want to put it in a clip so bad. This craziness. Oh, catching the laughs. That's the best. I don't even know what I have on my YouTube channel header right now, John. I think it's a picture that I snapped from when a spot that Mike Costello was at. And I really love the background. I think that's what I have on my background, unless I changed it. Oh, I might have changed it. I might have one of my New Hampshire mountains with my backpack in it now. I'm really not sure, actually. I mean, I don't really expect my channel to go anywhere. Like I was saying earlier, I'm phenomenal. I'm back in the damn peanuts. I'm going to close that up. Most of my stuff, and anybody who goes into my Facebook and sees all my albums, and a trillion of them are private, but I have always shared my adventures, always. But generally, I have done it on Facebook. Didn't you just get out of work? Mike, geez, it seems like you did, but thank you very much for coming in. And I don't blame you for the blanket hello. Um, so I used to put my hiking stuff on this channel. So my channel is, I used to say 10, but I think it's 11 or 12 years old. My YouTube channel is about 12 years old, I think. And through that first divorce, I actually started taking a lot of my hiking stuff down. And I did just leave some of my summit videos up. Um, and I didn't know that you could put pictures at the time. So I never did that, I don't think. Um, so I've only recently started using it for all this other stuff. But pretty much that's it. I just want to share my adventures, and if people watch it, awesome. If they don't, yeah, that's a bummer. But I hope they do. Somebody's gonna like it somewhere. I mean, I actually saw somebody doing a video where they were actually exercising. Um, that wouldn't be for me, but they did it, and there's people that follow them. So, I just smelled those peanuts like nothing. Like there was no peanut butter gonna happen tomorrow. Ooh, there you go, John. Mike Chavez. You can do a header from Mike Chavez, the famous. Oh, I could just see what that would look like too. I mean, can you make them scratch and sniff? I used to say that about his stickers. And then other people started asking about his scratch and sniff stickers. Well, thank you, John. Oh, sure, come in as Carolina Real Screamers. Is that a new logo in there? You wait, one of these days I'm going to get as big as you, and I'm going to go put my sticker over your sticker down at this bait shop. Ha! That would actually kind of be a funny picture if I went and stuck my sticker over Carolina Real Screamer sticker. John, your stuff is amazing, and like that, and I used it in this stream too. That last thumbnail you've done for me, I've used it 3 times now. I love it. And all the stuff that I've seen that you put out there is just, it's awesome. Peak of Water, hello, I have not seen you in a little while. Uh-oh. Text driving. Did you guys have a tournament today? Is that why you were on Santee, or you were just having fun fishing? Oh, that's kind of pretty. Oh, you can't see it. You know, when the jets go by and leave their trail? That's me. I feel like a jet. I'm going to leave a trail. Actually, I leave no trace. So I guess I won't be leaving a trail. I leave no trace. Hopefully, I'll leave a trace for somebody when I do leave the earth. Why are you shut in? I hope it's not because of your health. Buck Williams, hello. No. Funny that you had mentioned that. Good memory, too. No, but that's not something I would ask for either. He's doing that out of his own goodwill and kindness of his heart. 70 miles is actually not that far, Joe. I am Laura the Explorer, just so you know. Now, you have a lot of hook sets, Mike, because of those fabulous meals you make. And I have actually not been in to watch those videos, but because I see all the pictures on Facebook and stuff, but I do need to get in and watch some more of your videos. Amongst many others, I actually started again. Still, backpacking with Buckley is still one of my favorites. And maybe just because I have that, and plus he's out where I always want to go explore and do the. He just does amazing stuff. He has amazing shows, and I've watched like 2 or 3 of his videos, and yet I forget sometimes to leave the comment after I watch the videos, but it's okay because I've watched them and now I can go back and comment. Oh, I happen to have some stickets. I happen to have some stickers, Minnow. And if you would like me to send you 1 or 2, um, all you have to do is pull my email link off from my About Me section. I say that because some people just don't spell Explory. They want to spell it correct, and my Explory spelling is incorrect. Um, and I think people have emailed me before because they put EX in there instead of the XPLORIE. But it is Laurie, LAURIE, X Laurie at gmail.com. But you can pull it, you can just click on the link in the About Me section, send me an email. Typically, I'll ask for your, if you're going to use your real name, also put your channel name in there and tell me where to send them, and I will get some off to you. I appreciate you sticking them on your bucket. You can stick my stickers any way you want. I actually have, some people did a tournament with, when Becca did the tournament, and they had won some of my stickers, and I got all those, the information for all of them, so I have to get those out as well. You're still feeling sick, Chrissy? I'm so sorry about that. J-Dog's back in the house. Always makes me nervous. Nervous. At least get me on a good day when I don't know. I'm out fishing. I'm probably never going to look good. I was going to say at least wait until I'm looking good, but whatever. Donkey fish. See, now Illinois, I thought was great for hunting, for deer hunting. I knew somebody that used to do a lot of, and I could have sworn he said he got the mule deer out there, but then somebody told me no, they don't have mule deer in Illinois. But I thought that they did, so I don't know. That's weird. I'm so confused. Tournament. I finally got back to Carolina Real Screamers. My question. And I think I caught up. Yeah, I know. You did say that earlier. Don't be nervous. It's already done. I'm sure it's hilarious. I'm sure my mother is going to get a real kick out of it too. Apparently, I can't say it without spraying it, especially with, I almost said it, peanuts in my mouth. TK, how are you? The fishing is just as typical. You come into this live stream and it's very rare that I'm catching a fish. So that day that I'm catching a fish, I hope the thing goes viral. I mean, I do have videos on my stream where I have fish in it that I've caught. Last week I actually set the hook on the gar. But so far today, no, and I was feeling pretty good about it. Positive. But it is what it is. Whatever. My hair is I just want to put it in the clip. It's gotten wet and the mousse has gotten sticky. Crazy. Wild and crazy. On the plus side, my sky's cleared up. I'm actually going to trust that I can take this umbrella down. So I used to come out here. Oh, I used to come out here. I'm going to put this right here so you can see. I used to come out here with my 10 by 10 canopy. And because I actually got, I had gotten heat stroke, or not heat stroke, a heat rash out here. And I actually still have some of the effects of that, some weird bumps on my chest. But so I had gotten this heat rash and it took forever. I was itchy, itchy, itchy all the time. And so they were telling me, wear some of that sun protective clothing or whatnot. But the tent didn't always work because the way the sun came in. So I found this. I call it a Wonderbrella, but it's actually the Wonder Shade. I think right here. The Wonder Shade. And it wasn't overly expensive, and it's in purple. And it easily packs down into a nice, almost like the chair size bag. And it comes in sections, but these raise up, so this is pretty high. But you can also very easily just drop this umbrella down. And it's got a really nice, sturdy base on it. And what's really awesome about and it tilts also. Somehow. Somewhere over the rainbow. There it is. So that works really well. And what was really the idea for it was to protect my phone, because if you're out here and your phone gets overheated, and it's a PETA. So I got that. But it's perfect for the traveling. It takes up way less room than my 10 by 10 tent. And again, it fits in a very small bag, and it comes with, oh no, that's the bag. Yeah, but basically it fits in this bag. And again, need I say, it's purple, but I do really like it, and it does work well. And today it helped with the sprinkling that was happening. Tammy Down Outdoors, I've not seen you in a long time. Lots of names that I haven't seen in a while. Thank you all very much for popping in here. Okay, are they? Oh, so they went live at the dock. Mike Chavez, please say hello for me, and I will pop in there later myself. I'm glad that they went live after their show, after their tournament. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with the umbrella other than just showing you. Let's go, fishies. Let's go. And then the other cool thing about it is on the other end, if you didn't want it on the stand, you could take it out of the stand, and it has the corkscrew to put in the sand. Lourdes, hello, how are you? Thank you very much for popping in. Again, lots of people I haven't seen in a while. One thing about not having a second device is that I can't check my tide because I'm running on my phone. And again with Illinois, we were just talking about Illinois. Illinois. I want to say Illinois. Illinois. And maybe it was you, hand-me-down, too, that told me that there weren't mule deer out there. I think one time I had mentioned it. But somebody had told me there were. I don't know. Oh, there's my hair clip. Found it. Of course, my hair is all sticky now. The skies actually look amazing right now. Just because the clouds are breaking up and the sunset is happening as well. Love it. How come I have low battery? Oh, I didn't plug in. Dang. Plug it in, plug it in. No fishing. Next week. It's good to be busy. Hopefully that's going to charge. I'll get that umbrella out of the way. So it looks like, once again, my spot is not going to produce a fish. Although none of my other spots produces a fish either. Although Mike Costello actually did catch a... Was he in a tournament? I think he might have been in the tournament, but he caught a 17.5-pound blue, I believe, down at Waka Wachi, which is the Waccamaw River. I don't go there because during the day, all the boaters, it's a boat ramp. And also because I don't have the setup to be on that dock unless he makes me the bucket, which is what Buck Williams was asking me about. Spaghetti sauce. One of the things about the not smoking, and thankfully I've had my sister, we've been talking a lot. So whether I'm hiking or whatever, or we're just having that day. And so it's been, having that support has been amazing. And but I'll tell you, it wasn't only a couple of days, and getting the taste back is incredible. And I never lost my sense of smell or my sense of taste when I had COVID, but it's just amazing when you stop smoking, everything just, I had strawberries and they were the most scrumptious thing ever. I just enjoyed every bite of every one of those strawberries I ate. It was just phenomenal. Um, so the biggest thing about the not smoking is getting that back. Well, actually, the biggest thing is breathing too, because the fresh air, the smell of the air, and just being able to actually get real clear breaths. I love it. So every time I think that, oh, I want to go have a cigarette, I just gotta think about all these things. And if I can keep getting back out there and doing my 6-mile walks, maybe I won't gain the weight. I haven't really been I haven't been really mowing too much, so I don't eat much differently, thankfully. Yet. That could change. The only football I ever watch is my son's. My youngest son is semi-pro. He is with Granite State Destroyers out of Manchester, New Hampshire. But that was really the only football I've ever watched. I used to watch the Patriots way back in the day. My favorite thing was to watch the Bruins play hockey, but that was back when they used to actually fight. They don't do that anymore. They took away all the fighting, and so then it just became hockey. That's boring. Actually, it wasn't. And going to a live game was the best. What I never got to see was the black ice hockey. I really would have liked to do that. I had some friends, and I think my son was almost going to do it one year in New Hampshire, but it didn't happen. Yeah, Lordies, it's not easy. It definitely isn't easy. You just gotta want it. I mean, I can't actually. There was several times that I had said, "Oh, I want to quit. I want to quit. I want to quit." But I really actually enjoyed the smoking, and I didn't really fully want to quit. And I knew I wasn't ready at that time, but I knew there would be a day I would be ready, and it happened. Thank you, George Ray. Yeah. Hopefully, I'll get this job situation taken care of and get back to work, and hopefully, and then be back on track, and then I can incorporate the gym. And I mean, I can go to the gym now, but we could. I just gotta get. I can only be so positive and happy about so much at one time. But the gym is definitely. I definitely want to get back to that, and then I won't have time to be doing much of anything else because I spend a lot of time in the gym. I used to love watching hockey. Yeah, but the live games were the best. I mean, it was cold in there, but it was the best. I'm gonna check this out first. I think this is the only one I haven't checked, so I'm gonna check on this one. It has the eel on it. I casted that over in an area that I typically get snagged in. Vaping. Yeah, that is bad. 10 people. Oh gosh, George Ray. Yeah. I don't know that the vaping is any better than the smoking. That's right, Kit Kat. She's doing it. That's why I said I'm so proud. And she's one, same thing, enjoys the smoking, enjoys going out and having that cigarette. But for me, when I would go out, I mean, I liked it and I enjoyed it, but at the same time, I was like, I didn't like the smell of it. I've been one like that. I'll get so that I'd spray myself down with Febreze or something just so I didn't smell like a cigarette. Certain places you just don't want to smoke. Um, so whatever. Got really quiet out here. I think I just saw a flock of storks flying by. No babies, no babies. I saw a little video on that once. I think I want a bit. Nope. I hear it crying. Nope. No, I don't. Steve Mosley. How are things? How are things? You know, maybe we'll start a trend of the non-smokers. I think it has been a trend for a long time. I think what it used to be for me and what I used to always say when I quit before was I just didn't want to be a prisoner to the smoking. Like, I didn't like that, I'd be on the bus or somewhere where you couldn't smoke or at work. And all you do is sit there and think about having a cigarette, think about smoking, think about smoking. And I didn't like that. Come on, man, come on. Get aggravated. Get angry. If you're really, really trying, Lordies, then you will. You will. So what is it that you're doing to quit? Out of curiosity. And again, like I was telling, and like with my sister too, she seems to be doing the same, having the same mindset. If you really want it and you continue to be positive in it with yourself, um, I think it makes it a lot easier. Like, um, for me, because I think because I had not smoked for 7 years, the habit wasn't so bad. Like, there were certain things. I'd take a trip to the gun range, and that was a good ride. Coming out here is a good ride. I didn't even think about it today. But when I went to the gun range, I did, and I ended up eating a bunch of junk on the way. But I think if you constantly say to yourself, this is what I wanted, it's what I chose. So it's not being forced upon me to quit. I chose to not smoke that cigarette, or, I've chosen to quit, and it's what I want. So I just keep repeating that over and over. And at any point in time that I wanted a cigarette, I mean, I live in Myrtle Beach. I can get up at 2 a.m. and go find a store to get a cigarette. You can do it, George. Yes. The last two oils. Those oils last a long time, but good for you. That's awesome. How long are you saying that the oils will last? Although if you're vaping a lot, maybe they don't last that long. Really, you're going to quit vaping, George Ray? That's awesome. You heard it right here. George Ray is committing to quit vaping. That's right, Lordies. I mean, they say that you'll save more and more money, but um, I personally feel like you just spend your money on other things. Like when I quit for the 7 years, I didn't really notice that savings, but I was also hiking a lot, so I spent a lot of money on gear and ice cream. Yeah, and I gained a lot of weight that time. I actually ended up having to lose 70 freaking pounds. So, yep, and the traveling stinks when you're a smoker. Yep. So, how much do you smoke now, Lloydies? I swear to God, my ears are just making up the bell sound now. Look at that. Look at that. We might get George Ray, and Lloydies both to quit. That's awesome. You can do it. Yes, you can do it. I mean, I can't believe there's no action at all on these polls. It's crazy. We need a support page. We need a support channel. There you go, kitty cat. Start a YouTube support channel and do lives. Go live. And we can just all vent to you on your live stream. Yes. Really, TK? Yeah, but we all say that. We do all say that. I need to quit. I need to quit. But again, in order to really be successful, you have to have that mindset. You just have to say, this is what I want. This is what I chose. Um, and that's what helps. I think for me, that's what helps get me through it. Oh, yeah, the chew. Oh, that stuff. Oh, boy. Yeah, and I understand that stuff is actually worse than the smoking. So that's kind of crazy. That's awesome. Oh, COP. Really, Fox Hunter? I'm sorry. There's a woman at work. My old work. My old job also, same thing, COPD, and she still smokes. And the last time she went to the doctors, they told her she's quit. She got COVID, and then she had to go get the infusion and whatnot. So she got COVID, has COPD, still smokes. Yep, yep. We can all do it. We can all do it. We will band together. I have an hour, 2.5 hours live streaming. Usually I go 6 before I catch anything, so I guess it's not a surprise. But I am losing my daylight. Um, so I don't know, whatever it is, whatever platform you choose to quit, um, it's always one day. It's not even one day at a time. Oh, look at that. TK, nice. Miss Kitty, make sure you drop your link. And then you can get another supporter in there. Um, what was I just going to say, though? But I mean, and it's not even one day at a time. It's hour. Sometimes it's hour by hour. But what I did this time was I would go out and I'd buy 4 packs of cigarettes at a time, and I smoked Winston Lights. So I'd buy 4 packs of cigarettes at a time, so then I wouldn't have to run out and go to the store. Well, eventually you're going to run out. So I had run out. And then eventually I just bought 2 packs of cigarettes instead of 4. And then the next time I ran out of cigarettes, and I was like, I'm not going to smoke. I'm not going to smoke anymore. I don't want to smoke. But I was on the phone, and I was like, on my way to the store to buy a pack of cigarettes. I'm like, tell her that I just want to smoke. And and it was raining. So what the worst time to sit in your car and try to smoke a cigarette in the rain. It's not really fun. And if you're sitting there literally with an umbrella, on your work break, trying to smoke in your car, it's horrible. Trying to get out the window, but um, yeah, 12 hours. At least you caught two. Um, I need to be the voice. You're funny. Um, but yeah, I mean, so I bought that pack of cigarettes, and I said, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. But then when I did smoke that cigarette. I did buy that pack, and then I probably bought another couple packs. But what I did was I was only now down to buying one pack of cigarettes, not four, not two. I was buying one pack because I said, I'm going to quit. I'm going to quit. I'm going to quit. And then it happened to just be that was smoking my last few cigarettes on the way to work, and I didn't stop at the store to get any more. And it was just before I was pulling into work for my shift. I had smoked that last cigarette, so I did not have any more cigarettes to go for my 10-minute break. Um, and I happened to have patches in my car, so I put a patch on, and I never went at lunch. I just didn't go get any cigarettes, and it's just been ever since. I just have not picked up another one. The patches, unfortunately, didn't stay stuck on. I actually did put one on, Chrissy, by the way. I did the other night. I think the anxiety, it wasn't so much that I wanted a cigarette, but I was getting a lot of anxiety, probably when I was chopping my hair off. And so I did put the patch on, but I actually went like a day and a half without even having a patch on. Day and a half, 2 days or something like that. Yeah, a lot of people do that with rolling their own. Yeah, to save the money, you know. Um, And it's funny because, like I had talked about it before, I'm famous for my iced coffees. I make my own iced coffee at home a lot. And I like the mocha iced coffee. So then I got to the point where I was buying chocolate syrup to put in my iced coffees at home. Um, but sometimes I still want to go to Dunkin' Donuts and get the Dunkin' Donuts mocha iced coffee. And I drink my iced coffee black. I've done that for years. When I was losing all my weight, I stopped the sugar and the milk and all that. Um, but I don't know. I decided to look at my bank account one day, which I'm trying not to do now since I'm out of work. But and I realized, it was something like $45 for the week because the iced coffees are $3.08 each at Dunkin' Donuts. So if I was buying 2 or 3 of those a day, it just adds up. So I try to go to Dunkin's less. I did go today and get one, but I do try to go to Dunkin' Donuts less. I'm going to go even less now that I'm not working. Um, but yeah, that was probably my biggest accomplishment was that I walked out of that office. They fired me. She just said, you didn't bring a note. We're not going to be able to keep you on. And all I did was just say, okay. And I stood up and I walked out. I gathered my stuff and I walked out. And I did not get in my car and smoke. I did not go to the store to get cigarettes to smoke. And that's typically what I would do is be like, something bad happened in my life. Oh, I got really stressed out, or this really sucks. I'm just going to smoke. And I didn't. So, yeah, I'm pretty proud of that. Yeah, I started really young too. In fact, my sister probably remembers the very first puff I took because it was way back when I was 12 years old because she thought her and her boyfriend at the time were out on the porch. And I don't know if Chrissy remembers this, but they thought it would be funny if I was taking a drag off his cigarette. I think it was his. And of course, I didn't pick up the habit then. I mean, it was just fun and funny at the time that I was taking a drag off this cigarette. And then, and I was really young then. Not even I don't know. I was really young then. And then when I was 12, I got back into it, picked it up here or there, and I got really sick from the cigarettes one time, and I believed I was being punished by God. I'm not a religious person, really. But I believed that God was punishing me for smoking, and I made my girlfriend run to the dumpster. Make sure you throw those out. I want to be able to see you throw those in the dumpster. Um, and then I don't know. I don't know at that point, maybe somewhere around 14 years old. And I remember I asked, my mother gave me permission to smoke when I was 14 years old. So um, that's when I really started. And I ended up with the receded gums and a lot of issues with my teeth because of that. So what do they call that? I forget now, Chrissy. Geez. But yeah, with the receded gums and all of that. And also I have knee issues and I needed knee surgery. That was actually one of the times I quit. And that was the time I quit it for 7 years. Is I needed to have a knee surgery done and they would not do it while I was smoking because you don't heal properly. And so I quit smoking. And then I ultimately ended up not having that knee surgery. So, oh, Luther's getting on, at least thinking about it. If it's streamable for you. Oh, for YouTube. Yeah. And we talk about way back in the day when cigarettes were, everybody has a different price range. And way back there for me, and when we lived in Concord, New Hampshire, and we would get the no-name brand cigarettes for 75 cents, 50 cents. I think it was 50 cents, and then it went up to 75 cents. And that was back when they would sell us the cigarettes. That was before you had to have, before you had to be 18 years old to buy them. So, oh, Lordy's. Yeah, you have every single reason to be putting those down. Have you, have you never tried quitting before, or you have, or? Yeah, I think I was 9. I think that day on the porch, Chrissy, I think I was only 8 or 9 years old with that puff or two. Of course, that's not what that's not what stuck, but thank God my boys did not pick up smoking. My sister's children did not pick up smoking. That's a blessing. My mother quit smoking many years ago. 25 cents. Yeah, by the way, my sister's older than me. Brad, hello. How are you? I'm sorry, we're talking about quitting smoking, and you just totally went by me. And I just realized it is getting dark, so I probably should end this. As fabulous as this stream has been, I've had 30 people in here talking about quitting smoking. Well, maybe not. 30 people listening about quitting smoking. That's awesome, George Ray. And that's inspirational, actually. I appreciate that inspiration. 49 years, Luther. Wow. I'm scrolling back because I'm seeing what I was missing. Yep, I got back to TK's comment. Oh, jeez, Chrissy. Brian B's back in the house. Mike Turner. Have you made it to work? This is great. I feel this is awesome. Even if you guys, just talking about the idea of quitting is, and that's great. I'm glad we could be an inspiration. That makes me feel amazing that we could inspire somebody to do that. Um, I've been wanting to do it for a while, and I procrastinate, and it takes that time. So, you know, um, We have a tendency to want to beat ourselves up because we fail. But Cecilia, hello. Having a smoke. Yeah, that's what I would do, Mike T. Definitely. I loved it. I loved just sitting there smoking. I'd get out. The first thing I wanted to do, I'd get out of work and I'd want to sit in my car and I'd sit somewhere. I wouldn't go home. I would just sit somewhere under a bridge, wherever I could just park, and I'd just smoke, smoke, smoke. One after the other, I'd smoke them. And then one day, kind of actually ticked me off because as expensive as smoking is, for one, and for two, the hoodlums. But where I'd park, it was like 1 or 2 weeks in a row. I had these people just coming up. One was I was parked at my lunch spot at work, and this person was going by and walking, and actually yelling, talking to me through like my closed window. Hey, do you have an extra cigarette? Can I bum a cigarette? And then another spot I was sitting, enjoying my cigarettes, and there were people that actually live under the bridge, and they had come by very polite and everything. Hey, I'm sorry, but do you have I actually said no because I had had so many people already bumming a cigarette, strangers coming up to my car. Hey, can I have a cigarette? And in fact, I had just smoked my last one in that pack, and I said, no, I don't have one. I threw it down, threw the pack down. But I couldn't believe it. I'm like, all these random people asking me for a cigarette while I'm sitting in my car trying to smoke my cigarette and just be left alone. So I'm like, geez and crow, you people need these cigarettes more than I do. So have them. And then I went to Dunkin' Donuts, and awesome guy there. Just wanted to bum one cigarette. But at that point, I was just like, oh my God, all these people asking me for a cigarette. But he actually came out to the car, asked me if he could bum a cigarette. And I had half a pack left of that one pack. And I said, here, just take them. Take the half a pack. Um, and he goes, I only need one. I'll go buy some. I'm like, just take them. But I think that was the point. I was like, you know what? You can all have them. Have all the cigarettes you want. The Zen pouch. I don't know what that is. Yeah, right? Is it 20 or is it 20? Why did I think it's 21 per pack? Maybe my packs had extra. Yeah, 20 per pack. That's right. Cecilia's growing her own. That's hardcore right there. But she is a homesteading channel. Lucy's like, I hook set you. I hook set you, Raven. Shit, she's growing her own. I'm hook setting her. Oh gosh, too funny. Oh, bonus for me. You know what we're talking about there? Freddy's Outdoors Adventures. Hello. I'm just chatting now. I'm not even fishing because actually I got to pull these rods because I can't see them, and I didn't come out here with lights because I have not been wanting to fish at night. Um, I try to get out of here and not be down here for the creeper hour. But I'm enjoying the conversation so much. Gosh, I hate to. And 34 people in the house talking about the smoking. Whether we smoke or don't smoke or want to quit, it's awesome. But I am going to pull these rods. Ooh. Oh, that one didn't have anything on it. No wonder we're not catching anything. Oh shoot, I forgot about my little bluegill down there. So kind of a funny story as we're talking about that too. Um, we're talking about how your taste comes back and how you can smell and breathe, and I mean, honestly, it happens, and it's getting better every day. Um, but I had, of course, I went home, showered. I'm like, oh, that day, because I quit before work, and I mean, I was smoking before I went to work, and then I didn't have any, so I went home and showered. Rondell, hello. Your wife is fabulous. She always like shares my stuff out on Facebook, like the posts when I share other people's links and stuff. I think she's great, and I'm happy that she got her stickers. Um, but then the net, I think it wasn't too long after that, I came out here to go fishing, and it was hot that day or whatnot, and I was driving back from here from fishing, and all I could smell is dirt. Like, okay, you're gonna smell fish. I mean, I have wipes and stuff and wipe up the fish smell, but it was the dirt. Like like if you have little kids and they're out there and playing in the dirt and you can smell the dirt off the kids. And I'm like, really, I can smell the dirt on my skin. It was crazy because all that I would have never noticed it before. But I will say, that time that I quit for 7 years because I needed that surgery, I did not want to quit, and I was angry. It was not fun. And my husband at the time, my first husband, quit smoking, and he still doesn't smoke. To this day, he's still a non smoker, so kudos to him. But he quit before me, and but the doctors told me they wouldn't do my surgery, so I had to quit for it. And I was so defiant. And I can remember just whipping my head around. And I don't even know if we might have smoked in the house at that time, or. And I said, I am not quitting smoking. Just because you quit smoking, I'm not quitting smoking. I don't want to quit. And then I quit smoking. But and that time, I believe that time all I did was the gum. I just not. It was extra, the extra gum, and I had packs. I had a pyramid of stacks of gum, and I just chewed gum, chewed gum, chewed gum. But I did also gain the 70 pounds, 80 pounds, whatever it was. But whatever. It was worth it to quit smoking. I just, at that time, I was so defiant. I didn't want to quit. It was the most painful, horrendous thing I ever did. And then I went back to it. How stupid was that? 35 people in the house. I'm packing up. Uh, Giving up coffee would be like me giving up Monster and Mountain Dew. It isn't going to happen. I do give up coffee. I have. I was going to do it again, but way back again, and during that time, I gave up soda. I used to drink a two. I can remember my husband and I, we would buy 4 or 5, or maybe even 6 bottles, 2-liter bottles of Pepsi, I think it was at the time. And then Pepsi, I went off that and went to Coca-Cola, and found that Pepsi was ended up being too sweet. I never went back to Pepsi, but I drank Coke because as I was getting rid of the sugar and all of that, everything just the smallest things taste overly too sweet. But oh my gosh, that was a lot of soda to drink. Um, but at one point in time, we switched from the caffeinated coffee to decaf coffee, and then I really didn't drink a lot of coffee. I actually switched over to tea. But yes, I get what you're saying. Yeah, quit 5 times and restarted. Exactly. There you go, TK. That's the attitude right there. You just gotta have it. The Starburst C4? That sounds dangerous. Sounds explosive. I don't know. All right, we're into nighttime. I wasn't planning to be into nighttime, but the chat has been amazing. Oh, what's going on there? What's on there? That was a heavy fish head. Oh, so this is what happens when you don't pay attention to your line. Holy smokes, that thing has been. That was a fish head. There's nothing at all left of that. I don't even know why I'm keeping this bluegill alive. I should just freeze it. I lost that sheath again. Reef Robber, hello, how are you? Earl? Kenneth? You guys are amazing. Still coming in 35 strong. Christ almighty. I might, if you guys want to keep talking about it, I mean, I can leave you running while we drive. Usually I'll shut you down, but whatever. It wouldn't be unlike me fishing because I wasn't catching anything. We were just chatting. Crazy. One of the things I absolutely hate about the fact that I'm so overgrown. 37 people in the house. You guys are amazing. Have a good night at work, Mike. The one thing about this being all overgrown and stumpy down there is that I have to, um, when I reel in, I actually have to pop up my bait just so I don't get all hung up. What does Cecilia say? Kenneth, we want to talk to you. You're so sweet. I have to find her. Sometimes it's not about the fish. It's about who you hang around with. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, you think a lot of our streams, there's a lot of streams that, now where people aren't necessarily out there fishing anymore. Oh, there's mosquitoes. How nice. It's dark. We're in the dock. I'm all right as long as nobody. Oh, there's actually a couple vehicles out here. The only thing is that when I get into the car, leaving you 39 people in the house, I cannot just shut you down. I got all my holders, kitty cat. I was just checking. I got one, two, third one's over there. That's how I lost my holder last time. Carmel, hello. Let's see what else I missed. Fins and Fowls back in the house. Did you get to go watch back on your replay of catching that fish? I know you said you wanted to go check that out and um, see, because you almost 83 likes. Thank you so much. I know you wanted to go back and see how that takedown went when you almost lost your rod and everything. I wonder if you had time to go back and watch it. So what I was just going to say is the only thing is that, of course, when we get into my vehicle, my only holder that I have is going to put me in another position, and you will be in the dark probably on my side. But what the heck? Uh, I'm just so thrilled that so many people were so positive about thinking about the quitting, whatever it is. I mean, listen, if I can do it, anybody can do it because I'm the worst. All right, I'm going to put this down low. How low can you go? We're going to go down. Going down. All right, I found one of my other phone holders, so I might be able to leave us in this position. And we'll give it a go. Fish hunt, trap, repeat. How are you? I was gonna say goodbye, but they're all talking me into just keeping my live going, so that's what we're doing. I'm out here in the dock. I'm unplugging you. Hold on your hats. We'll give this a go. Oh, That did not stay. Maybe this won't work. Not there. This dash mount that I got, it's got the suction cup thing to it. It sucks. I thought it was going to be the greatest thing ever, and it sucks because in the heat, it heats up and the thing pops off. Any other time, it just doesn't stay stuck, and I guarantee you it's going to come popping off there, and you guys are going to go tumbling. Tumble. I got to plug it in. All right, I got to get my light. All right, we are safely secured in the vehicle. What I could do is maybe turn the camera around so at least you have a view. We are dropping in count, so we're down to 27 people. Of course, I don't blame you. I'm in the car. And it will be hard for me to actually follow chat while I'm driving, but no trunk this time, Mike Cole. Come on. Where's the fun in that? I started to say that earlier, too. Remember those days? It used to be so much fun. And in fact, Costello would take us on the rides. That's where that whole trunk thing used to be. We changed spots. Oh, God, we had so much fun in those chats. All right. So for those that are leaving, I bid you adieu. For those that are hanging on, buckle up. Oh, I got bugs in my car. Don't like that. I'm going to make sure that you're kind of steady there. I don't know about this camera view. Oh, no, that's my camera view. Let's see what happens here. I don't know if I can change it in the middle of the stream. Probably not. Oh. I did this once before, and then I could never get it back. All right. Yep, see, that's not going to stick on there. Yeah, don't get the suction cup thingy. They're horrible. Oh, maybe it did. My imagination. If I get in an accident on the way home, everybody bail out. We were not live streaming while I was driving. Alrighty? Just so you know. Yeah, this might bounce, so it's not going to stay put there. I was trying to get you. Let's see if I can put something under there. I'm going to rest you on my raisins. We'll see how that works. All right, buckle up. I got to get us over the bumps. We'll see if... We'll see if we see any snakes on the way out. All right, what's bouncing? The weights. You're leaving us, Kitty, now. You got everybody inspired, all your inspirational conversation, and now you're leaving. I will say this is probably going to be the weirdest stream I've ever had. But I'm leaving it open for your chat, for any links that you guys want to drop. What the heck? This is where I saw that big snake come out. I don't see one tonight. Oh, we got fog. Yeah, hopefully the fog cleans off the windshield here pretty quick. Hopefully we don't have any deer come running out in front of us. That would be a heck of a stream. We should. A lot of times I see them on the way home. The fog, the fog. It shouldn't be that foggy. It'll clear up. You guys are funny. So, yeah, when you guys actually decide you're gonna quit whatever it is you're quitting, how are we gonna know? You're just gonna check in with us, let us know. My sister's gonna do a live stream support group. You're gonna check in. Oh, this Sunoco says they're 304 for gas. They are not open. TX says yes, yes. Well, I do think that's awesome. I really do. And I was sharing just because, that's my own journey, my sister's journey. Also, again, that channel I follow, The Backpacking with Buckley, he quit smoking, but he used the, I forget what that oil's called, CBD oil. I don't know a lot about that. Not the oil. He was smoking it. I don't know. But that's what he used in place of while he was quitting smoking. And as far as I know, he's still not smoking. But that was a little while back. But you'll definitely know. If you're not ready and you're not committed to it, it's not going to be an easy journey, that's for sure. Trying to force yourself. So you just have to keep that mindset. Positivity. It is what I want. And Lordy's definitely sounds like you have the best situation for quitting, for being positive and quitting. For my sister and myself, my mother, our family, cancer is very, very, it runs rampant in our family. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, my mother was the oldest surviving. Most of her family, I believe it was. My aunts, my uncles, my grandparents, alcoholism, cancer, all of it. So I myself have already had a bad experience with cervical cancer. Although I didn't have actual cervical cancer, I was like one level below that. I guess there's 3 levels I guess you could be in. So, but they had to get rid of the bad cells and all of that so that I would not end up with cervical cancer. And then I again went back to smoking, continued to smoke. Not to say that there are people, and my sister and I were talking about this, that haven't ever smoked, never touched it in their life. The field guide, hello, how are you? We're just taking a ride. They wanted to keep chat going for a little while, so I just kept it running. I'm on my way home now. We're done fishing. Didn't catch anything as usual. But there's people that never touched cigarettes in their life and they got cancer. So you just never know. I think now, oh my gosh, now it could be in the food you eat. Just eating certain foods, you never know what it is. Cecilia's got the right idea, like growing everything herself. You don't have to worry about all those chemicals and things like that. And that was the awesome thing with my most recent husband, was that we processed our own meat. He did. So we always had the fresh, not store processed meat. So I have a lot, and I said that earlier, a lot of people that I haven't seen in a while have popped in, and I appreciate that very much. We are down to 19 people in the house, and I certainly do not blame you. I was ending that stream early on, but I had almost 40 people still in the house, and got talked into just taking the ride. This is where the deer might... yeah, this is where I see the deer a lot. I don't want to blind this person. We are more in the Conway area of South Carolina. I live in the Myrtle Beach area. Socastee is where I'm at. Not a very pretty place. And really, Myrtle Beach itself, unless you go to the state parks, Ocean Boulevard is just, it's a strip. It's an amusement strip. But aside from that, I really don't find anything overly appealing about Myrtle Beach. I thought about other places I might want to go live, but I should really get a visit. Although I visited here. I visited here and said I didn't want to live here. But circumstances at hand brought me here. And being away from my mother for 10 years brought me here. So that's where I'm at right now. This is the area I would love to actually move out to. My mother used to live out in this area. Then we all talked her into moving closer to Myrtle Beach area. She had a house out here. But this area is actually really nice, and obviously the fishing is out here. The better fishing, the safer fishing, I guess. amazing how fast it got dark. It's 7:37 right now. But the darkness came in real quick, and being all caught up in that chat like that, that went by really fast. My understanding is that Hooks and Hammocks is live on the dock with Tom, with LG Bass. I'll probably catch some of that. If they're still live, I want to go over there and say hello to that. But all in all, once again, I'm glad I came out here. Although I'm spending gas and all of that when I don't have a job, but it's well worth it. Once again, not catching fish, yada yada. I did catch a bass today. That was my first South Carolina bass. It was just a little one. Put it on my Facebook. I was asking Mike Costello if I could use it as bait. I knew we couldn't, and I wouldn't anyway, because this is a bass. I just can't see using bass for bait. I used to bass fish. And this little bluegill in my bucket, I might just let him go in my pond out back. I'm not getting out here to fish as much, and we'll see what happens on the job front anyway, and if I have to pick up another 2 jobs or whatever, we'll see what happens. So when I get down here, I'm probably going to end this stream. Since we kept it going for the chat, I think things have slowed down. It's been an awesome stream. You guys have made this a really awesome stream for me. I appreciate it very much. And I know I'll see you all on the flip side anyway. In one house or another. Personally, I think I'm just going to go find myself a Wendy's. I've really become addicted to those Wendy burgers. Or the salad. Oh my gosh, the salad. I love the pecan salad. I'm sorry I can't read your chat. But I will go back and see what I've missed. I know there were some links dropped to some channels. People asking me to go check out some channels, so I'll do that. I think there were some new subscribers. Not 100% sure on that. I just passed a sign at the church that said, when life gives you more than you think you can handle. Jeez. Yeah. I'm handling it. We can do it. Dan Davis, hello. Yeah, you're catching this weird part of the stream. I don't know. We're just live. We're just chatting now. We were just chatting before because I had lines in the water, but we weren't catching anything. And my little bag of raisins is holding one side of my phone up. So bizarre, how bizarre. You know, you gotta make it fun, I guess. Not everything can just be so serious and all that. I think Cecilia said it best. It's not always about the fishing. It's just about the conversations and the mingling, the interactions, the positivity, sometimes the negativity. Bad things happen to good people. I'm not looking at my situation as a bad thing, I guess. I'm going to think of it as a good thing. I may have a different point of view of that depending on what I get for a job, but we'll see. I feel like I got the dash cam going. See some crazy drivers. This is the place to see it. You want to see some crazy vehicles? This is the place to see it. They jack the shit out of the front end of their vehicles. It's the most stupid thing I've ever seen in my life. Like jack it. I don't even know how they see over the hood of their vehicles. It's so ridiculous. On the flip side of that, they have some vehicles where they light their hubs and everything up, and those look pretty sharp. Today I stopped to get gas on my way out, and I actually had to do a double take because this guy got out of his vehicle and his pants literally were dropped all the way below his bum. That was the most ridiculous thing I ever saw. I mean, not that I've only seen it once either, but God almighty, pull your freaking pants up. Why would you want to walk around with the bottom part of your boxers hanging out of your pants? Your bum part. No, I'm good. Thank you. Pull them up. Pull up your pants, people. Pull up your pants. I mean, how do you even walk like that? Like, legit. Like, you gotta, like, kind of walk like you gotta stick up your butt or something to hold those pants up, I would think. I mean, how is it possible? Hopefully I'm not offending any of you who might be wearing your pants under your butt right now. I do apologize. There are people that just don't have a butt and can't hold those pants up, but this was not the case. I mean, they call it underwear because it's supposed to be worn under. Yeah, underwear. I'm certain I even scowled and scoffed. Dad looked over and his girlfriend was sitting in the car. I'm sure she saw me look at him like, what the heck? This is like, what is that? Oh my goodness. Palm trees. Yeah, you come down here, you're like, palm trees. Woohoo! I'm in South Carolina. No, palm trees are sporadically planted. It's not like a naturally growing, you're going to go in the woods and see a palm tree. Nope. They put them out here for decoration in certain areas. Oh, there's a Hot Wheels. That was kind of cool. Yeah, so you don't like drive along. What is actually growing out here wildly is the wisterias, and that's pretty cool when the wisteria is in bloom and you see all the wisteria all over the highway and stuff. But palm trees, no. It's not normal. They're not naturally occurring. I don't believe they're natural to the landscape because in other areas you do not see the palm trees. If the town is decorating their strip, and that's where you're going to see the palm trees. In the landscapes. I see a bunch of laughing faces. Again, I can't read the chat. Are we laughing at the pulling your pants up? George Ray, pull your pants up. Good golly. Dang. That is a bulletin board for free breast and pap smears. That's nice. Good to know, good to know. As we were talking about cancer, yes, it's good to get your breast exam and your pap smears. That's how I found out that I almost had cancer in my cervical area. My luck, I quit smoking, and then I'm going to end up with cancer. That's just how it goes. My biological father died of a brain tumor, cancer, had it removed. I did not know him. He left when I was 2 years old. And then my mother found him through a social security or something like that when I was in my 20s. I think 27 years old. And he actually drove out. He lived in Arizona, which is funny because I always wanted to go to Arizona. I always wanted to be a truck driver. Driving the 18-wheeler, I always wanted to do that and travel across the country. Well, he was a truck driver. Really odd. And then I said, well, I want to be a truck driver and I want to travel across the country and find my dad. But then when I was 27 years old, I met him, talked to him on the phone a lot. He actually came out to our house in New Hampshire and I met him in person. And I didn't only get to talk to him really for a couple of years before he ended up with a brain tumor. And then he ultimately did pass away. My stepfather, who I actually knew as my dad, my brother's father, developed lung cancer. That spread into his brain. And he passed away from cancer. My uncle, my mother's brother, bone cancer, many years ago passed away. Cancer. Of all these things, you'd think they'd come up with a damn cure for cancer. I don't understand it. And all the money that gets donated to cancer, all that money, where does it go? Into the research of cancer. We've been researching cancer for how many years now? No, we have a worldwide shutdown for COVID. Yes, there's been loss of life, people getting sick. I feel for everybody. I had COVID, and mine was not aggressive, but there are people that have aggressive illnesses. But cancer, it's just amazing to me. I'm being opinionated now. This is probably the bad part when you start rambling in streams. This is my opinion. Oh, we could do red light, green light. I'll hop out real quick. Somebody jump around to the driver's seat. Oh, gosh, an amputation. Actually, and there's the people with diabetes. My old bosses in New Hampshire, both of them brothers in the glass shop that I worked for, um, one was on the verge of having an amputation, and thankfully he was able to recover. As far as I know, he did not end up with an amputation, but all right, they are pushing their car up the median. I mean, ideally, if you have a car, you want to be driving it, not walking and pushing it. Hey, it's a nice night to take our car for a walk. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm definitely rambling now. Ramble. Yeah, I have you here. I still have 20 people in, and since we're going for a random ride, I could take you over the swing bridge and go that way. It's not the way I would go because I really want to actually just go to Wendy's. I'll get there. The swing bridge is kind of cool until you have to sit and wait for it to swing closed. Chances are it's not open at this point in time. But it's one of those bridges that will swing. It goes from parallel to horizontal, not up and down, but it'll go into the horizontal swing to let the boats pass through. Probably not overly exciting when it's closed, but what the heck? I can't believe you guys are still hanging through this. You're amazing. Look at this traffic. Actually, this isn't even bad. But now you can see how long of a ride it is for me when I come out to this fishing spot. And I do have spots that are close to home, but they're not ideal, again, like especially for during the day fishing, because Enterprise Landing is always full of boats and boaters during the day. It's sketchy at night. Peachtree Landing is sketchy all the time, day or night. Beautiful spot though, and I do love going there. Not ideal for live streaming. I don't get signal down there, or also just music. There's a big rowdy trailer park there, a lot of music. But it is a nice spot. But that is where they say one of the ladies disappeared. She actually was never found, but she was involved in a relationship where she was having an affair with a married man, and the married man and his wife actually disposed of this woman, and so they have shrines out there for her and everything. That's where her car was last seen. That's one of my spots. And then there's the Intracoastal Waterway. They have a lot of awesome docks. There's a park down there and these docks and everything, but again, with all the boaters. I went live there one time, and sure enough, a boater just decided to come right across my line. He knew I was out there fishing. He heard me kind of yell at him about my line, and he just went over it. Didn't care. Snapped it. I hope that thing wrapped right up in his engine. Right up in his propeller. If it didn't happen then, hopefully it worked its way up in there. That'll teach them. I definitely can't read that one, Lloydies. Too much text in that one. Unless I come to a stop. We're coming up on the 8 o'clock hour, so I'm sure there are much more interesting lives to be had. People actually fishing or discussing fishing. Those are some weird trees. Random. It's 68 degrees here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina at 8 p.m. Some cooler weather starting to move in. I mean, 68 might seem tropical for my sister, but it's cold here when it gets to be that temperature. It's cold. It gets very damp. I'm going to get you over the swing bridge, and then I'm going to say my goodnights to you all. We're down to 17 people. 16 people. Oh, look, we have a green light. Go, 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 go. Oh, it's yellow. Yellow just means hurry up. I'm not even sure how much of that you'll even be able to see with the lights coming at you. On my side, it doesn't seem so dark, but I don't know what you guys are seeing. Actually, that wasn't too bad. An eighth of a tank of gas. Thus far, thus far. Alright, we're coming up on the bridge. Don't you do it! He's gonna pull out. Yeah, back it up, back it up. So the satellites right here, if the bridge was open, would be red. Yeah, there's a lot of traffic, so you're not even gonna see it because all the lights. And right now we're crossing over the Intracoastal Waterway. Woohoo, wasn't that exciting? Not really. I'm gonna pull over here at this cafe. Oh, that's too funny. We got over that bridge just in time because I can hear it chiming. They're gonna open it. Ooh. Yeah, I got over it just in time. And unfortunately, I'm at a spot where I don't think you'll be able to see it swing open. Because looking in my camera, You can barely even see it. This is actually closed off. They rent jet skis and everything down here, and they actually closed the gate. So I don't think that I'm actually supposed to be walking down here, but hopefully the worst thing that will happen is they'll say, "Get out!" Oh, there's those palm trees. There goes the other gate. You see the guys are up in the house. They're getting ready to swing the bridge. Isn't that funny? I said, "Hey, I'll take you over the swing bridge." And it's not too exciting when it's not open, but here they are opening it. Yes, I do drive a good ways to fish. I'm really close to home now, Kenneth, actually. Yeah, hopefully they don't release the hounds. There it goes. And actually, it opens really fast. And that little house up there is they're up there manning. What did I say? 68 degrees. Yeah, it's windy. It's chilly. And actually, across the way, um, on the other side here is what they call on the other side of where I'm standing, on the other side of the river. And this again, this is the Intracoastal Waterway, and the other side of the is where I was talking about, where they have all the docks that you can stand on and fish off from, and it's called Swing Bridge Park. Yeah, so you see that now, George Ray? Yeah, it was the bridge. It's the when they close the road so that they can open the swing bridge. Um, that was the beeping you heard. So they open it. I suspect a boat will be coming through. I'm not sure. I'm guessing. But it actually opened fairly quickly, and considering that's a kind of an old style bridge, um, it's a hurricane regulation sign. In the event of an approaching hurricane, oh wow! In the event of an approaching hurricane, they will shut down the swing bridge. So that's good to know. This would not be the way to exit Myrtle Beach. I wonder what's coming through. It has to be fairly big for them to open the bridge, right? I can hear it. Burr. Cool engineering. Yeah, it actually is, really. So there you go. Welcome to our Explorers page. You never know. You never know what you're going to find over here. Oh yeah, that definitely wouldn't have made it under the bridge. All that for that boat. Oh, no, maybe there's another boat. I wonder if they have to wait. I think I hear another one. Because I wonder if they have to wait in line, and they wait for it to build up. Oh no, they're shutting it. Swinging back now. The mechanics, you're right, absolutely. The mechanics in this. Can you just imagine all those gears and being exposed to the water and all that? And I wouldn't want to have to be the grease man, the grease monkey on this one. I'd imagine you'd have to go around in the oils or whatever. Look how fast that swings back, though. It's almost all the way over. That's a section of road missing now. Well, that's awesome. I made it over the bridge just in time. I was like one of the last cars before they shut the gates. Wow, it's so quiet. You could just barely. That's amazing. You could barely even hear that bridge moving. It swayed, and I mean you couldn't even hear it. And even clicking back into place, you couldn't hear it. So that's it. There you have it. Um, thank you all very much for joining me. Still 20 fabulous people in the house. We went up, we went down. Troy, hello. I left my fishing spot some time ago. People were just joining me on my ride home, and I stopped here just to show the swing bridge. And I am going to say goodnight, and we'll catch some of the more interesting live streams. Not to say this wasn't interesting, because as George Ray said, or was it George? Or Lloydie said, I'm not sure, about the mechanics of that bridge is pretty amazing. There's a whole line of traffic waiting to go back across the bridge. Oh, it looks like I might have some cooties on my phone. Riverside Grill. All right. So that's it. I'm not even going to try to swing my camera back around to say goodbye. You all know what I look like, and it'll just take that much more time. So I'm going to end this. I'm going to bid you all a good night. I'm going to go find myself my bourbon bacon cheeseburger, and I'll see you guys all in the other live streams, because I'm certain there are many of them going. And if not, there's got to be one somewhere. So thank you all very much again. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the support, the fabulous conversation you guys have just made this an amazing night for me. I appreciate it.